This is the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 45 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we have a new #1 contender. And I don't know if you like disco music, but I hope you do, because it's the Disco Inferno, Glen Gilberti. Where is our excitement level for a potential Gilberti-Jarrett showdown?
Okay, listen. I said it last week when he won. I don't think it's the worst decision that they could have made. However, Glen Gilberti has no chance in hell to win the NWA title from Jeff Jarrett.
None.
And unless, and I still don't think it's going to happen, you have every single member of Sex come out, and the Harris brothers, they seem to be the only ones who can do anything to anyone. They give him an H-bomb, and he gets the pin. But realistically, Jeff Jarrett, as we saw just a few weeks ago, can literally just fight off 7 to 12 people and retain the title after being handcuffed and literally just beat the shit out of. So I don't know who you have beat Jeff Jarrett right now anyways, and that's just not going to be Glen Gilberti.
Well, what's funny is before we got on, I was like trying to think of, you know, Gilberti as a challenger so we could like talk about it or whatever. And the first thing that entered my mind was like, this guy lost to Jim Duggan in Moondog Spot with Mike Sanders like 4 weeks ago.
Whew. Yeah, that was quite recent, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is bad when you think about it. But you know, I think they've done a decent job like trying to make Gilberti more serious.
Yeah.
Which is something I feel like he, hasn't done his whole career. So I think that this span of the past few weeks, we'll say roughly a month, I think that he's taking control of being the leader of Sports Entertainment Extreme. And like I said, I hate to say it, but it made a lot of sense when we saw the match last week. Now, could we have seen AJ Styles win that Anarchy in the Asylum match? Why not? Could we have seen even D'Lo win again or something like that? Even Conan. I mean, there's Sonny Siaki. I mean, there's a lot of different people who were in this match who could have had the opportunity, and even to the point where I definitely thought it was going to be Sabu after he interfered in the world title match.
Yeah, I would have gone, out of all those options, I would have gone with Conan, I think. Just to be like different, like freshen it up. I don't, even like when I do rebooking stuff, because I'm a nerd like that, I hate doing repetitive matches. You know what I mean? So like with I do a rebooking of WWF starting from the first Raw, right? And Bret Hart was my world champion to start off, obviously. And when he lost it, I haven't put it back on him because I don't like to be repetitive.
Oh yeah, you're keeping it fresh.
Yeah, and I feel like with TNA, if you continue to revert back to like Styles or I guess even kind of D'Lo, you're not freshening up your product. Now, it's weird to say that I would prefer that over AJ Styles. Like I would prefer Gilberti and Conan over AJ, but you have to give him I guess you have to give him a chance. So it'll be interesting to see. They're going to have to go, I think, real hard on making him look like a contender.
Yeah, and I think they started with him attacking Jarrett before the Battle Royal last week, which I thought was a big mistake because it pretty much gave away the finish. But, I mean, it was pretty effective, the beatdown, because he did two, I believe it was 2 beatdowns on Jeff Jarrett. So I thought they came off effective, but it was that should have happened on the show we are about to watch, not on the show before he even was the #1 contender.
Yeah, and I think like the push is kind of maybe even started when he beat AJ in the street fight.
Oh, I think absolutely, because that was a huge win. If you think about it.
Yeah. And I thought it was a great finish with the I'll put that finish over quite a bit to do the chart buster with the chair the way that he did it. Like
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy into him actually beating AJ and winning that match, and it doesn't hurt AJ because again, a street fight you can use whatever you want. So
exactly.
Yeah. I just hope that I can get past like my mindset of like Disco or Glen Gilberti is. I've always kind of envisioned him as like, to compare to WCW, he's always going to be like that TV champion range guy for me.
Which I understand.
Yeah. Even when they tried pushing him in like the summer of 1999, along with Benoit and like Malenko and all these guys, Disco just was like a sore thumb. And I think a lot of it had to do with the look, and he's kind of veered away from that.
Mm-hmm.
But he did have like the camo and everything, which was kind of weird. But I think it'll be interesting to see if like the new attitude, if he does have like new gear and how exactly he's presented. So I'm at least intrigued by the idea here.
Well, yeah, and I think that's all part of it, though. If they don't present it good, it's gonna flop real quick. But if they do a decent job, we might have something here.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to take chances.
Absolutely.
He could be a draw as a heel to get his ass kicked. You never know.
Oh, for sure. Now, speaking of kind of ridiculous things that happened last week, Christopher Daniels defeated Jerry Lynn and Amazing Red by disqualification,
right,
to get back the tag team titles to Triple X. So that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it clearly just it was more of an angle and like, hey, we're gonna have a really great match. It was just a way to have a short reign for Lynn and Red and have that underlining issue with Lynn and Red when they had that like number one contenders match or whatever. So,
which I get it, but like it goes like they won the elimination match, which meant they got a shot at the titles, which they got the next week.
Mm-hmm.
They win the titles, and then they obviously have to have their match to face each other for the X Division title. So that happens the next week, and now then they're like, hey, we're gonna then it was another week after that, because it was 2 weeks ago on pay-per-view 43 where the stipulation was made where if Daniels won, it'd be 3-on-2, or if Lynn won, it would be 2-on-1 in favor of obviously Lynn and Red in that case. So I feel like it was just a lot of quick stuff happening. It's like, okay, we won the match. Oh, we got the tag titles, but really we got the tag titles, so it's like the tag team champions are facing each other in that number one contenders match. Which I don't know. I don't know if they needed it, but that's whatever. Triple X is the tag team champions again. They're a great team.
I really enjoy them, and I hope that they actually get a chance to have a lengthy run without like constant, oh, here's a double pin, and like now it's a tournament because they're held up.
That's a good point too. I mean, they literally held them up because of a double pin and then vacated the titles.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I've never understood that, because realistically a double pin would equate to a draw, and that would mean that the champions would retain. But what do I know? The rest of the show was really just matches to qualify for the Anarchy and the Asylum Battle Royal. Styles and Brown teamed up to defeat Skipper and Low-Key. Sabu won a three-way hardcore match against New Jack and Sandman. America's Most Wanted imploded when James Storm defeated Chris Harris, but don't worry, they hugged.
Yep, we're good.
So I think they're good now. Tracy defeated Desire in Trinity, and as you mentioned, Daniels the tag title, their handicap match, and then Gilberty, of course, won it when he won the Anarchy and the Asylum to become the number one contender after 28 minutes when he last eliminated Sabu. That match also featured Rick Steiner, and I think I would have been fine with a Rick Steiner, like a random, like, hey, Rick Steiner, I'm going to challenge Jeff Jarrett next week, or like at the anniversary show or something. And also, we can't forget Buff Bagwell, unretired.
Yeah, he's buff again. He's no longer Marcus.
Right.
He grabbed his ball and he came back to the TNA Asylum in Nashville. But to second what you just said, in these battle royals, Royal Rumbles, whatever, the cool surprise people never win. And I wouldn't have been upset for a Rick Steiner thing anyways, because realistically, after Gilberty has his match and realistically lose, that's it. It's done, and we'll move on. So if it was Rick Steiner, have him for 3 weeks, have a little bit of a build up, have a match. Why not?
I don't see anything wrong with it, to be honest with you.
I don't either. And I think those were like two like big surprises in that, right? Yeah, I mean, Brian Lawler had his official last match in TNA, which, take it for what it's worth. I mean, he hasn't done a whole lot recently. They tried this next generation thing. It didn't work. So we moved on, I guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Lawler doesn't stick around longer than that. Because he doesn't even appear in the Orlando years and like even on house shows, I don't think. I know he does like some UWF TNA stuff, but that's through Hermie Sadler, so it's not even a real close association to the Impact or anything. So that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised too when I knew it was we were coming up on it, and that's why I happened to look I waited till he was eliminated. I said, okay, I can look now. I'll see when his last match was. And I was pretty surprised he didn't even do a one-off. A lot of the TNA guys at least come back for like a one-off show, and it's always a really random year. It's either like 2009 or like 2013, and it's like, what? And you always got to like check that, but yeah, he doesn't come back. He goes back to the WWE. I think is it later this year in 2003 or is it 2004 he goes back?
I think it's 2004.
That's kind of what I thought.
But it's not like the Jerry's Kid thing with like Michael. That's like Michael Cole. Isn't that like 2010?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, there it is. I'm pretty sure it's 2004, but he's there very, very briefly. I think he.
Well, isn't that, if I'm not wrong,
he had some issues again.
Oh
yeah,
no,
he goes back in 2004.
Yeah, but that's not the one that I was thinking about. You know what I was? Maybe that is the year I was thinking about. Because I remember.
I think his return in 2004 was the last like thing that Jim Ross did, and it was to help out Jerry.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, just to kind of, I guess, fast forward here a little bit, Lawler would return on April 12th, losing to Kane on Raw, and then his last match was May 9th against Chuck Palumbo on a house show. So he doesn't make it a month.
Oh, okay. That's a lot worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, I think he had some stuff going down there.
Yeah, and then he looks like he comes back in 2014 to team with Scotty 2 Hotty and NXT to lose to the Ascension. Which I do remember watching that. It was at NXT Arrival. And then he also teamed with Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty to defeat 3MB on Raw. It was old school Raw. So that's kind of cool. He had a cool couple. And I think those looks like his last WWE appearances.
Yeah, it looks like until his last, I guess, wrestling was 2017. So he doesn't really work for any major promotions after that. So, which is kind of like weird. I feel like, Brian Lawler, being an Attitude Era guy, too cool. I would have thought he would, had some.
I agree.
He'd always be around somewhere, but maybe it's just a case for him. Like he didn't evolve.
I think there was a good chance, honestly, and I think that's something we even noted early on in watching him in TNA, where it's kind of was the same thing, and he was like, oh well, like why? I don't know, why do we care?
Oh my god, I didn't realize it's been almost 3 years since his death. He died in 2018. Wow.
To be honest with you, I thought it was almost longer. So that's really even crazy.
I thought it was like 2019 or something. I'm really okay. Wow, this time is flying by.
Well, let's not forget we've all been stuck inside for the entire year of 2020. True. So that year pretty much doesn't exist. Yeah. If you think about it. Me and Bob haven't seen each other in over a year in person, and we had just been Skyping for this podcast and IcoPod. So,
And you know what? And I think our friendship has been stronger than ever.
That might be accurate. I mean, at least Bob answers my texts.
That's right. Austin,
if you're listening.
Yeah.
I'll get it. We'll get it.
3 days later, hey guys. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. He's too cool for us. We get it. Hey, too cool. Brian Lawler. Okay. So,
yeah.
Well, last week was a lot of fun. Let's start getting into some notes and some exciting stuff that's going down backstage. And as always, Dave has so much fun insights and stuff. But before we do that, let's do our thumbs up, our thumbs down, and thumbs in the middle from the Observer. So I think we gave it a thumbs up, if I'm not mistaken. We thought it was a good way to kind of come off of the title match or the title show that was kind of eased into the next story, essentially. Like, you were tilting, I think, more in the middle, but you did end up giving it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
So, what do you think the readers thought?
I'm going to say they went with a thumbs down.
They actually, majority of them gave it a thumbs in the middle.
Oh my God, I was going to fucking say middle.
Yeah, 45.6% gave it a thumbs in the middle. 42.1% gave it a thumbs down. And then 12.3% gave it a thumbs up.
See, it's because of Gilberty, I'm telling you.
It has to be. And Dave even starts off the sentence with the May 7th show was a letdown, which I don't know what everyone expected after such a big match, but
yeah, you have to. I'm not going to say it's like their week after WrestleMania type of thing, but it's a reset. You just finished off your biggest angle, and now you have to start a new one. So it's like you're building up till something new. So I don't think it's not that big of a disappointment.
I didn't think so either. And since they were all just qualifying matches and stuff, I'll just give these ones to you. The the readers of the Observer said the best match was AJ Styles and D'Lo versus Loki and Skipper, which was a fun opener tag match.
I would have said that.
Yeah. The worst was Desire versus Tracy, and technically Trinity, but she wasn't really in the match much. And then second place was the Battle Royal, but it's a fucking Battle Royal. What did you expect? Also, the crowd was about 1,100, which we, of course, mentioned before the show, as the show started. Based on the early lines, paid would have probably been about 450 to 500, as the line was 60% freebies.
Wow. That's a bummer. 450. Yeah. I mean, 450 to 500 is not bad for an indie company. Paid.
Yeah, not when you're a bankrupt pay-per-view company, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Yeah, if you look at it like that. I mean, really, it's 500. If we go to an indie show and there's 500 people there, I'm like, wow, Bob, they did pretty good. they filled this place out.
Well, I remember when we went to the 2CW Watertown show.
Dude.
When Duggan and Samoa Joe were there. I was not anticipating 2,200 people there.
It was nuts.
I was like, holy crap, this place is packed. Now, what's really funny is that a good majority of the people there were to see Jim Duggan. So after his match, they all left, or a good portion of them left. And
yeah,
there's still a TLC match. I was like, what the hell?
I remember that too. And it was like, people are leaving and these guys are about to kill themselves in a TLC match.
Some of them sprinkled back in, I think, once they realized that there was more stuff to go. But yeah, you're right.
Interesting. Well, we'll touch on last week's show a little bit too, but I'm going to go back to the top of my notes and just start from there. So they are apparently building to a major show on June 18th because that is obviously our first anniversary. Now we have the following ticket prices. It's $40, $25, and $15. Now, Dave does say he doesn't know if they are saving Jeff Jarrett for versus Gilberty for that show, but if they are, it sounds like a bad idea.
No way. You can't.
No, I don't think they are either. I also don't think $40 for potentially a first or second row seat at some of these shows is a bad idea at all. I think that sounds like a pretty good, especially an anniversary show.
What the hell? What are they doing for front row now? I want like 20.
I don't. I remember way back we saw a sign. It might even only be like 15, like 15, 20 bucks.
God. Oh, I think I think it was like 15 for front row and then like 10 for general admission. It's like, why would you just do the other $5?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is, which is not bad price anyways.
No, it's not.
But to jack it up
that
to
makes
40,
that makes me more surprised that there's so few people paying for it.
Well, exactly.
Or willing to pay for it.
Now, if I'm a fan, which this has happened to us before, we're getting ready to go to a show and they release the ticket prices and they jack them up more than double what they generally are. We're like, oh shit. And we're like, but you know what? That means there's probably something pretty good they're about to do on this show.
I would hope so.
And I think in our case, generally, that's what happened.
I think that your main event for June 18th would have to be like Jarrett Raven Styles. Triple threat.
Dude, I think that'd be a really, really great match. I've been waiting for that just as long as I've been waiting to see Raven and Jarrett. So
it all makes sense. They've all been intertwined together. I mean, why not?
I think that's a good idea.
That's what I would do.
I'm curious to see what's going to come of that. But here, steering into the political sides of things a little bit.
Oh, boy.
It appears that Jeff Jarrett has the upper hand this week, although the company owners seemingly would like him to turn heel. When they played the Jeremy Borash video of previous week's highlights for the live crowd as the pay-per-view went on the air, when they showed Jarrett pinning Raven and retaining the title, in the crowd there was a loud bullshit chant. The feeling among the fans is that when the local newspaper article called Jeff Jarrett the minority owner, people saw him surviving everything and winning in a very different light. Raven and TNA came to an agreement a few days after the April 30th show, although they used it as an angle, saying Raven was gone due to contract disputes earlier in the show to telegraph his main event run-in.
Right. Yeah, when it's revealed, I guess, to the larger audience that you're a minority owner, I think that's going to make them very jaded towards you if you're going to go over matches like that and survive so much.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, okay, you think you're bigger than what you are.
Definitely.
And that's kind of been Jarrett's thing. It's like he thinks he's a little bigger than what he is. Because, I mean, every time they get a TV deal, guess who your champion is? Jeff Jarrett. So
we gotta hit the belt on Jeff Jarrett to make sure people on TV will know.
Well, I mean, it's maybe to some extent he's like the most recognizable name from like WCW and WWE. I mean, when we get to those times, I guess we'll really be able to kind of compare it to the rest of the roster. But yeah, I mean, I think he's a far better heel.
For sure.
Than a babyface. So I would not mind a heel turn.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that for sure.
I'm surprised they didn't do a double switch on the Raven Jarrett match.
Oh, on that show. Easily could have.
Yeah.
So after the April 30th show, there was apparently a loud beef with Jarrett and Vince Russo. Russo and Gilberty both thought the content of the show was bad. Most people seemed to think that it was a good show overall, but nobody was defending all the run-ins, and Jarrett surviving so much before winning at the end. But don't worry, because politically, Jarrett, I'm assuming we're still talking about Jeff Jarrett, but it's really
gotta be Jeff.
They're not saying. Politically, Jarrett is in good shape, as there was a feeling that Russo and Raven had complained so much to Dixie Carter about Jarrett, so he just keeps saying Jarrett, so maybe he's talking about Jerry. It doesn't matter. It's Jarrett.
The Jarrett family, just all together.
Yeah, all of them. That apparently this kind of backfired a little on them this week, or this previous week. Russo appeared to those at the show like, quote, a beaten man who had been taken down a notch on May 7th. So apparently Vince Russo was not in a great mood on last week's show.
Well, listen to all this stuff. It's kind of funny that, Jeff brings Russo in, and then within 44 weeks, Russo's trying to like get him out of his own company or like take control out of it. It's like, what?
Yeah, like taking all the control and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, if I was a writer for, like, let's say Tony Khan were to email me tomorrow and be, Bob, I've been hearing some of your ideas. I'd love to have you on board. If you think for a second, I'm going to go in there and try to weasel Tony Khan out of his own company, like power structure, you're insane. I'd be like, Tony, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want me to come up with or whatever? And I'd be like, yes, sir. Thank you for the paycheck and goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
So it takes some balls for Russo to be like, I'm going to come in here and I'm taking over.
Taking over.
Yeah.
It's sex. It's not TNA anymore.
That's right.
After the apparent success of the April 30th show, Dave does say there's no numbers available, but the show appears to have done about 10,000 to 12,000 buys per week in early April based on DirecTV numbers, although it appears that the April 23rd show will finish way under that, and this was significantly higher than average. But anyways, there has been discussion if building several weeks to one major show is the way to go. Bob Ryder and Dixie Carter are both in favor of that. Jeff Jarrett is afraid of falling into the trap, feeling that the fans will quickly pick up on it and only buy the big show if there's one big show promoted per month. So Dave says that his feelings on this is that as long as they don't have significant television, that they should run weekly, but build to a big show every roughly 5 to 6 weeks. They will lose some buys from people who pick and choose and wait for the big show. But if you estimate April's 5 shows as having done 11,000 buys for the first 3, so he says, let's estimate 7,000 for week 4 and then 28,000 for week 5. You end up with 68,000 total buys for 5 weeks. That's ahead of probably 50 to 55,000 that they would do over a 5-week period without any building to a big show. So they come out way ahead. Regardless.
Right. No, I think long term, if you build towards bigger, like one big show, that's how you should do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a smart idea.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Now, of course, we know last week it was built around this Anarchy in the Asylum, this big battle royal. Generally, I don't read too much about what Dave breaks down about the matches, but this match had so much going on. I think that this is worth reading through here because a lot happened in that match. So it was billed as champions from WCW, ECW, WWE, Japan, and Mexico would appear into the match. So he says, for the record, Mexico was Conan, who was a champion there about 8 years ago. In Japan was Rick Steiner, who was an IWGP Tag Team Champion 11 years ago. And he says that the Battle Royal was really bad.
Rick Steiner was also a WCW champion, TV champion, tag team champion.
Well, that's a good point.
U.S. champion.
Well, that's probably our Buff Bagwell, right, though?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, so if you break it down this weird way they're promoting it.
Well, actually, Ed even Gilberti.
Yeah.
He was a TV champion.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, regardless. They promoted it, and it's just funny the way it's breaking down.
Yeah.
So he said he was having fun counting how many low blows that there would be in the match. Now, Bob, I did not keep track, but what would you have guessed the number of low blows that Dave Meltzer counted in the Battle Royal were?
Oh, he has a number in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to say there was 46.
Oh, no, much too high. There's 7.
Oh, 7. Oh, okay. I went so high because I thought it was just absolutely. I thought it was going to be like a ludicrous thing.
I feel like we would have noticed if it was that much. But...
yeah, if it was like 46, I would have been like, wait a minute. What's going? Every guy that comes in is kicking everybody in the nuts.
Yeah, right. So obviously we know that Gilberty won by pinning Sabu after Raven interfered. Raven, though, got a huge babyface reaction, even though he's a heel. Conan and Killings also got huge face reactions, even though they're also supposed to be heels. Yeah. Now, he does say in the case of Killings, he has turned 5 times in the last 2 months alone, so it's not like anyone can keep track anyway. Then we have
he like turned on Jerry Lynn, and they're just like, we're not even gonna mention it again.
Nah, yeah, we're done with that. Talking about that.
Yeah.
Which is whatever. So he says that the story was that Ron and Don Harris, who weren't in the Royal, he says the Royal, but weren't in the Battle, the Battle Royal, were backing up Gilberty and throwing people out. Lots of feet on Steiner, because apparently Rick Steiner went into business for himself in the match. He went out there and beat everyone up and wouldn't sell for anyone except for the Harris twins and Saturn. He also screwed up a spot when Tracy came in. Kash was supposed to beat the hell out of her because his new gimmick is apparently beating women. And it says that people are already getting tired of it, but because it worked the first time. But he was supposed to give her his finisher. Now, that did happen, but when he went after her, Steiner cut him off and gave Kash a beating, which made no sense.
Well, so Rick Steiner, not Scott Steiner.
Yes, Rick Steiner. Yes. Sorry. Trinity, I'm reading ahead. He had to get back up from that and be a bully, and Tracy had no idea what to do while Kash was occupied. And then, of course, Trinity came in the luchador mask, eliminated Kid Kash. Now, he does say the funniest spot, and I think you know where this is going, is when Sabu and Saturn both went over the top rope together.
Yeah.
Now, the problem was that Sabu was obviously supposed to be in there for the finish, so he just got back in the ring. And he says that Mike Tenay explained, and this was a good one, that because Sabu initiated the move, he wasn't eliminated when he went over the top. They also set up for Killings and Conan versus the Harris twins, which sounds really scary when the twins H-bombed Conan through a table, which took 2 tries because the table didn't break on the first one. And, of course, we know Buff Bagwell returned, but was only in the match for about a minute.
Yeah, he wasn't there very long at all.
So that match was a cluster when it gets broken down like that.
Yeah. That's pretty funny that Rick Steiner went into business for himself.
I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, my Lord. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we know Daniels won the tag titles back because of that disqualification. So he says that the work in the match was fine, but the psychology of one heel against 2 faces equaled 0 crowd reaction, which I think we noticed that the crowd was really, really dead. Finally, Low-Key and Skipper came out for the finish. Skipper brought in a chair after the ref bump, but Lynn got it, hit Skipper and Daniels with it. The ref saw him, disqualified him, and they mentioned that in TNA, the titles can change hands via disqualification. That's it.
Yeah, and what's crazy is I think that's definitely the first time that we've encountered that, and it will not be the last. It happened several times.
I can't wait.
I hate it, personally, but...
Yeah, me too.
I hate disqualifications and countouts in wrestling to begin with. It's so cheap.
Well, yeah, it's the easy way out.
It's probably why I love ECW.
Oh, there you go. Just
do whatever you want.
Several times during the show, they teased that they were going to be bringing in a new commissioner, which would be number 5, because we've had Ricky Steamboat, Bill Behrens, Bob Armstrong, and J.J. Dillon.
J.J. Dillon was there for a week.
It might have been 2. Funny. It might have been 2, was it?
I think his last appearance ever in wrestling, well, like in the on-air role or anything, was on that show. I think he just was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Kind of like Tony Schiavone. He's like, nope, I don't want to do it.
People come into TNA and then they realize, it's not for me.
Yeah. TNA is the place to go if you want to send somebody who's like in denial about retiring. Just send them to TNA and they're just like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't want to do this anymore. Who would be a good option for a commissioner?
I don't know. I don't really want one.
I don't want one either, to be honest with you.
I mean, if they're... I don't know if I even like this idea. In fact, I think this is a bad idea, but I'm just going to say it. Since they're already saying that the Jarretts partially own the company, why don't you just use Jerry?
Oh, my God. You don't want that.
I don't, but...
it would come... Like, the show would be so... It would have such a regional feeling.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Well, I guess I don't know, like, who would be available around this time that we could pull in?
I'm going to go... I got one.
Okay.
He's had the role before, so he's got experience. Ernest the Cat Miller.
That's a really good pick, I think.
Let's do it.
I think that's a pretty... Well, and that fits in for how TNA is, though, even. It's like you got some WCW guys and like kind of some ideas from there. That could fit.
Yeah, and you know what? He can wrestle somebody every week who challenges him for the commissionership. And you know what? Mike Sanders is there, so why don't we just recreate the WCW 2000 feud where they just constantly feud over a commissionership?
That was one of my least favorite things in WCW in 2000.
Yeah, well, we're not the only one.
But probably because of Mike Sanders, but whatever.
Yeah.
Now, we know that they continued the Harris Storm match, so we've already discussed that match. He says first they had the singles match, the Battle Royal. Now, Dave says it was a decent match, but the crowd was dead, except when Jeremy Borash was cheerleading with the TNA chants while little was going on during the match. He says that this was very similar to when WWF did the Matt versus Jeff Hardy match, in that the crowd didn't want to see the guys that they liked face each other. He said that Storm was clean, and after a tease, they hugged after. Later in the Battle Royal, though, Storm was attacked by David Young, who was not in the Battle Royal. Harris came in for the save, but in doing so, screwed up, caused Storm to be eliminated. So it appeared that they are continuing the deal since Storm was unhappy at Harris. So we're still teasing the fact that we might not be okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good comparison with the Hardy Boys because, I mean, he's right. No one actually wanted to see them wrestle each other. And what's funny is, like, in this time, in this era, I mean, WWE would do that several times. They would feud, and then 2 months later, they'd be like, oh, we think you forgot that. Like at Vengeance 2001, I think, like they wrestled each other, and then by like February, it was, oh, that didn't happen. We're buddies again. And then when the brand split happened, it's Matt Hardy turning again or whatever. Yeah, it's not the right time for Storm and Harris to split. Your tag team division's so, in terms of like actual teams, pretty weak.
No, yeah, there's like barely anything.
Yeah, so I don't think that splitting them up is the right move at all. I mean, if you had a few more teams in there, I mean, maybe you could do it, but these guys at this point are probably under 25 years old. You have plenty of time to convert them into singles wrestlers. So there's no need to rush it. Yeah,
for sure. He compliments Styles in the opening match. I don't need to read the sentence. He just says how great he looked, which I think is just worth noting because Styles was in just a random tag match in the opening of the show. Yeah. He's great. He does say here, this is a fun note, besides the women's match and Eric Watts trying to be funny, which was, of course, the gimmick he did on the phone called his old boss in WCW, Eric. He says that, so that whole thing. He says that besides those two things, the low light of the show would have been the nonsensical New Jack promo. First, he started complaining that Paul Heyman bounced checks on him and that he never made them good. He then complained that he was in ECW, or when he was in ECW, he never made any money from his action figures. Then he bragged how he, Sandman, and Sabu in ECW used to drink and take pills all night and do things that they should have been put in jail for. So Dave says this was hardly the week to go on a wrestling show and talk about drinking, let alone combining it with doing pills. Because, of course, last week we just discussed Miss Elizabeth passed away.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think New Jack is very self-aware of current events like that.
Well, no, but it's also funny that he's like, yeah, we used to drink and do pills. We should have been in jail. It's like, should you be saying that on pay-per-view?
No,
you shouldn't. The action figure line I did not catch during when we were watching, but I think that's one of the funniest things I've ever heard is that New Jack is pissed that he didn't get any money from his action figures. And I think it's funny when wrestlers talk about him. Like Raven he'll be the first one to tell you that he's the only person who has an action figure in ECW, WCW, WWE, and TNA.
Is that true?
It is true. It's very true.
ECW, WCW, WWE, and TNA.
Yeah, he's got an action figure in each. He's the only one.
Wow. Well, I'm sure the ECW deal probably wasn't favorable to the talent.
I'm sure it wasn't.
So that really shouldn't be a surprise. And I've always thought, Paul Heyman probably at some point should have made good on the money that he owed people. Now, for the most part, if you go back and look at it, Heyman got a lot of guys from ECW WWE jobs, or at least tryouts.
Yeah.
So he probably did try to help out some people. So
That's a good point. I agree, though. I've always thought about that. Like, if he really screwed all these people, I mean, let's be real, he's probably doing pretty well right now.
yeah.
He could have made it up for him, but I guess the job thing, that's a good point there, is that he probably that was kind of his way of trying to make up a little bit. Like, I'm trying to get you a job.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know, like on the ECW bankruptcy files or whatever, he put down he owed somebody like $1.
That's funny shit.
I can't remember who it was. I know like Rob Van Dam was owed like $100,000 or something like that. But whoever he put the $1 for was like they were like, really, dude, you owe me more than $1. Like, why would you put only $1 on there? I can't remember who it was.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So remember last week, so Tracy had like a cut on her leg that looked pretty nasty. Yeah. Well, apparently Trinity during the match had either some sort of blood packet or a condom in her mouth that she bit when Kid Kash was beating her up to make it look like she was bleeding from the mouth. Right. It ended up breaking on the floor, and Tracy actually just got it on her leg.
Oh, so she wasn't cut.
Apparently she wasn't cut. But it looked like a gash on her leg.
It did. Ah, wow.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's weird, because it didn't... you would think it would go away.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. At least that's what's being reported. I mean, it's hard to tell. Our feed isn't 720p HD, so... who knows? But I thought that was pretty interesting note that she potentially had like some kind of packet in that she was supposed to be bleeding from the mouth, but it fell out.
Wow, I'm really surprised that looked like a cut on her leg for sure.
Yeah,
so that's really surprising. I
only got 2 more notes in the Observer, and then we're gonna head into that Wayback Machine for NWA-TNA.com. So we're going a little quick today, this is good. There's not a ton of new exciting news, but that's okay. He says, speaking of that, he says that as far as going off the Tracy thing for some reason, that the company made the decision not to mention Elizabeth's death on their show. The reason that they did that was that she had never worked for them. And that apparently she was not a big star, or he goes, she was not a big star like the Sheik, who they did mention. And that the feeling is that the situation with Luger is going to get very messy.
Is he being sarcastic?
I took that as sarcastic, but maybe that's what's kind of just being reported of like, they were like, well, she's not the Sheik, but I don't know. That was a weird,
I think
it came off a little weird to me. So needless to say,
by the sounds of that, he's being sarcastic, and I get why they wouldn't want to have her on there because she didn't work for him. But I think the more of the reason is the legal aspect of it with Luger. Because that does turn ugly. So,
well, that, and I think that I feel like we've definitely heard like rumors that Luger's name was tossed around even at some point. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, nope, keeping our hands off of that, just to be kind of cover themselves, really. But
yeah.
And this might bounce into a little bit of your independent news, but sometimes it doesn't. But Burt Prentice runs shows every Saturday night at the fairgrounds that TNA runs in, using a lot of the same people. And on May 10th, he had Chris Harris, Larry Zbyszko, Kid Kash, Lollipop, Athena, and former TNA woman April all on a show.
Wow. I don't know. I think maybe Kid Kash is mentioned.
No, it could have been that then. Yeah, it doesn't say like what the promotion is or anything like that, but
yeah, okay, yeah, I have it on here. It's USACW.
Oh, okay.
The acronym for it.
Cool. Okay, cool. Well, let's head back into the Wayback Machine real quick here. There's some fun stuff in it this week, and then of course we found out that apparently the notes from Backstage that Bob Ryder does, they like to give us some matches for the show. So we don't know anything going into the show today, I don't believe.
I don't think he mentioned anything.
So we're going to find some out. That'll be fun. So first we're going to go from the inside with Jeremy Borash. This is posted on the Friday before. So this was May 9th, 2003. Apparently AJ Styles is still having trouble from his bruised knee. We did mention that last week, but he did wrestle at 100% on Wednesday night. So it's apparently not as bad as they were thinking it could have been. JB goes on to say here that Raven is still without a contract as of today with TNA. Both parties agreed on a one-night deal that was reached prior to showtime of the event from last week's show. And I think this is half work, half probably real. So I think there's a fun one as well.
I think that's all work. How in the world are you gonna give this guy a one-night contract and then all he does is ruin your main event, or get involved in it?
Poor business decisions.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm like, hey Scott, we'll give you $1,500 one-night deal, right? Just to continue negotiations. And he's like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? We want you to work about 2 minutes. All you do is you just DDT Sabu. And he's probably like, oh, okay. Perfect. Why not?
Yeah, perfect. Former XPWers VJ Love and Devilish Lee Handsome, perhaps the greatest wrestling name invented since building, and they're building the evil architect, JB says, have moved to Nashville to be closer to the action here in TNA. The good thing about Nashville is that if you are a worker, there are shows all over the place. Not a lot of money, but a lot of work within a few hours in any direction. And I'm just bringing this up because we might see these guys here. I don't know who they are, but we might see them.
I've never heard of those people in my life.
Oh, do you like Devilishly Handsome?
That is a good name. So wait, Bob Ryder said this?
No, this is Jeremy Borash's segment.
Oh, Borash. Okay, so Borash is randomly reporting that 2 former XPW guys moved to the area.
Yeah. Do you like that?
What?
And then he goes on to tease the thing we just mentioned not long ago. Down West, the Mike Tenay expressed on more than one occasion Wednesday night that an authority figure was needed in TNA. Let the speculation continue. So we're teasing it. It seems that it's definitely going to happen, if I had to take a guess. NASCAR's... Yeah, I don't know who it's going to be. We'll see. NASCAR's Elliott Sadler will be hosting the Hoops for Hope charity basketball game in Charlotte on May 31st to help raise money for the Autism Society of America. Jeff Jarrett will be playing in the game, as well as Ric Flair. Jarrett was an academic All-American in college hoops world. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the NWA World Champion can do on the court.
Wow. Elliott Sadler, is he going to have a whoop-de-whoop jigga what? Or whatever? Who-de-who?
No, wasn't that the buggity?
Buggity, zippity-dap.
Well, wasn't that John Hammond, though? That was John Hammond.
Or Jeff Hammond.
Jeff Hammond? Well, jeez. Yeah, I'm a big NASCAR fan.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Oh, yeah. Doing great here.
They all blend together to me. I don't know. Jeff Gordon was there.
Jeff Gordon, I know him. Dale Earnhardt, is he dead at this point? I don't know.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt is unfortunately dead.
Okay, rest in peace.
I'm pretty sure. I should make sure. I'm pretty sure he die I think he died in the 90s.
Dude, I don't know.
90. Oh crap. See, this is why can't I type on this stupid thing? Okay. Dale Earnhardt. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 2001. All right, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
We're not good that he's dead. We're just good that I said he's dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace. Triple X will be defending their NWA World Tag Team titles, and Amazing Red will be defending the X Division title this week as well. So JB teases this the Friday before. I believe as soon as we get to the next section, I think we might have the people they are facing. He also says here that there was some concern was expressed by TNA officials for Rick Steiner's suplexes during the gauntlet for the gold. Word has it that he had lots of care for the throw, but little care for the landing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for this one? This was one of the cringiest things I think I've read in this. I thought. JB goes on to say here, someone emailed me asking why I don't have a Michael Buffer-esque catchphrase to say before the main events. After polling TNA wrestlers and rejecting the popular, quote, who's ready for violence, blood, and boobies, and, quote, it's main event time in my pants, a suitable phrase has yet to be found. Suggestions? Email me at tnaborash@aol.com. The winner will receive a recording contract and $1 million. Oh, wait, wrong contest.
Okay, so that's funny as shit that he uses AOL.
Yeah, I haven't pointed out their emails before, but yeah.
Does we should see if that still works, if it's still active.
I bet you it doesn't, but I could certainly try to email it.
I think it would. It's through AOL.
I know, but I tried to email TNA Chad. Do you remember TNA Chad at Hotmail? It bounced back. I was really sad.
Oh, it did. Okay, so I guess maybe after a certain amount of time, it just doesn't work if you don't use it.
It could be. I'll try. We'll touch base again on TNA Borash at AOL.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
For sure.
What if JB like replied, "Why are you emailing me on this? I haven't used this in 15 years."
Yeah, I don't use this email anymore. Now it's nxtborash@gmail.com.
Exactly. Yeah.
Apparently, D'Lo Brown has opened his new website at www.d-lowbrown.com. And it does not work anymore, for those who are wondering.
Oh, you tried it? Yeah, of course that's not. It probably didn't work by the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm sure. I almost was going to go on the Wayback Machine and go to it, but I decided against it due to my timing bringing this together. But
so it's funny you say that because I actually, several months ago, went on the Wayback Machine and I went on like Perry Saturn's page. And it was pretty cool because he like would put journal entries on there.
Well, it's funny because I do remember like wrestlers used to have like their own websites way more often.
Oh yeah.
To the point where like Austin like wrote on like, I think technically it was like a fan page, but it was like it's still up, I believe, the deanambrose.net or whatever it was called. And it ended up being like recognized almost as like his page, which is pretty cool.
Right.
Okay, so D'Lo Brown's website is in fact on the Wayback Machine. It's loading really slow for me though. Oh my god, there's a PO box and everything. There's a phone number.
What?
It's probably for bookings, but it looks like it's for like some entertainment thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not opening, so you can do that in your own time if you're interested. But
yeah.
It said here that Just Incredible's leg was in rough shape following the show Wednesday night, but he didn't seem to think that it was anything serious. The more I am around him, the more I like him. He's a real class act and has a great attitude in TNA. So, talking up Just Incredible here. We have news that TNA Explosion is now airing in Louisville, Kentucky on WYCS TV 24 on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. And Denver will be receiving Explosion soon as well. More details on that next week.
That's weird. So you would watch the pay-per-view and then after the pay-per-view watch Explosion?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not 10 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Yeah. That's probably why they can't go the full 2 hours because people got to like get out of they got to get out of the pay-per-view provider and then they got to turn on Explosion.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. After all the hype and speculation, the long-awaited dance-off finally took place between D'Lo Brown and yours truly Wednesday night at Hurricanes nightclub in Nashville after the show. Brown forfeited the competition after I closed my 30-second set with my infamous leg liftover maneuver, made famous by Kid in Play. While the first 28 seconds of my performance admittedly sucked, my finisher left D'Lo stunned, with him throwing up his arms in defeat as if to say, that may have been the greatest dance move ever performed. This is so bad. I just wanted to read this because I wanted to make you laugh, to be honest.
What the hell?
Not since Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo has a move ever been attempted in public. However, I did not come away from my victory unscathed, as I twisted my ankle while performing a difficult maneuver, but no-sold it until I made the exit to the restroom.
Oh my god.
This is the shit that Jeremy Borash is writing on the website. That's all from the inside. So now we're gonna go into the notes from Backstage by Bob Ryder. This is posted on the same day as the show we are about to watch, May 14th, 2003. It's almost that little last-ditch effort to really hype up the pay-per-view. And sometimes he throws some fun stuff in there. Oops, I scrolled too far. There we go. It seems like it was only yesterday that we were in the final stages of preparation for our debut pay-per-view event in Huntsville, Alabama. But it's been almost a year. Not many people gave us a chance of lasting more than a few months, and we've proven the skeptics wrong. And we're making plans for a special one-year anniversary show that will air June 18th. And man, Bob, we are getting closer to that show, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we're literally a month away, really.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's nuts.
It's really crazy. He says that if you are a DirecTV customer, we've already known about this, but I'm reading it to update everyone. If you can relive some of the best moments in our first year by watching Genesis, a special program airing this month on Channel 102. The program spotlights all of the title changes, special guests, and surprise appearances from the past year, and is a great way for new fans to catch up on what they have missed.
So they're doing all the title changes. So does that mean the show is about 5.5 hours long? Because there's a lot of title changes.
I mean, that's a really great point. It's a clip show.
They can't. Oh, is it a clip show?
Well, I would assume it must be.
Oh my god, I would hate that. I hate watching clip stuff.
Yeah, guys, I've been trying to talk Bob into watching Genesis, but it's not working.
Not gonna happen.
Also, it's not in my folder, so we just can't watch it. We don't have it.
Good.
Except I might have it on that VHS tape I mentioned recently. I have yet to figure that out, but I'll keep you posted. AJ Styles.
Please let us know.
I will. I got to find my VCR first.
That's funny.
AJ Styles and D'Lo Brown will be getting the shot at the NWA World Tag Team titles held by Triple X tonight. They've really emerged as a great tag team in recent weeks, and this should be an outstanding match.
That should be good.
Yep. Now, it gets a little bit better, I think, even. Chris Sabin gets his shot against Amazing Red and his X title tonight. That's pretty big. Jerry Lynn has petitioned the NWA to get himself added into the match as well, and the NWA decision will be revealed on the pay-per-view. So we have potentially Chris Sabin versus Amazing Red versus Jerry Lynn.
Well, that sounds great on paper, but I'm really hesitant to be like, I think it's going to be a really great match, because every time I say that, it ends up being kind of a bummer.
I see what you mean.
So I'm not gonna say it's gonna be great. I'll wait.
Okay, I won't either then. It's not gonna be great. It's in a sec. Chris Harris has challenged David Young tonight and feels that he has something to prove to his friend and tag team partner James Storm. Harris will be looking for a win over a member of Sex to prove to Storm his loyalty should be no longer questioned. So that's another match we got.
That's weird. So out of everybody that he could potentially face, he chose David Young.
Oh yeah, why not?
To prove to his friend his loyalty. I would have picked somebody who's harder to beat. I mean, I don't think David Young is a tough competitor to compete against.
Mm-hmm.
If I was James Storm, I'd be like, wow, this guy's a pansy for picking someone easy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pick somebody hard, like pick Mike Awesome or something.
There we go.
Somebody more, or like Brian Lee.
Yeah. Kid Kash blames the mysterious luchador for his recent loss of the X title and believes Conan and Truth are behind the luchador's actions. Kash will be looking to get his hands on somebody tonight to get even. Doesn't say who, but he's looking to get his hands on someone.
So does he think that Conan and Killings is behind it because like luchadors are typically like a Mexican thing?
Yeah, I assume it has to do going back to the Jerry Lynn stuff. It's like,
that's what I'm thinking.
Me too. It says here that Jeff Jarrett is still nursing a knee and hip injury, but TNA cameras were at Jarrett's house earlier this week to get some special comments from him that will air on tonight's program. So we'll be hearing from Jeff Jarrett in his home. There's also going to be a tables match tonight, and who knows what else might happen. It's shaping up to be another great night of TNA action.
So he doesn't tell us who's in the tables match?
Nope, but there's a tables match. Surprise.
And you know what? I would think that's going to be like Sabu and New Jack.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's what I think.
I'm cool with that. He makes, I'm not reading the whole thing, because he makes a comment about watching TVs and movies and saying that it'd be a good wrestling show. Like, he thinks The Gladiator is a really great wrestling movie, and he compares it to the Austin and McMahon storyline. And then that's not the point. Then he goes on to say, it had everything except the foam middle fingers. And then he says here, speaking of foam middle fingers, we aren't going to have any of those, but we are going to be adding more and more new merchandise soon. We're developing some new t-shirts, including a special anniversary show shirt, and we'll be adding TNA DVDs and VHS tapes to the website's merchandise area in the very near future.
Well, I've never seen the movie Gladiator, so I don't really know what he's referencing.
Me either. TNA will be adding a Spanish announce feed in their near future, and we have hired Armando Quintero to serve as our play-by-play announcer for the Spanish version of the show. Armando has an impressive background and has handled broadcast duties for a number of major sporting events, including the Super Bowl.
Dallas, you know what this means?
Listen.
This means that there's going to have to be a Spanish announce table.
And there is going to be a table that you have to be able to break.
Break it.
That's it. It's time, guys.
It's finally arrived. Took us almost a year, but we're going to have a table we can break.
It's true. It says a few weeks ago, we aired a backstage segment that showed Sandman and New Jack playing chess. It will probably come to a shock to a lot of people, but Sandman is actually a very good chess player and plays every week backstage in TNA.
Wasn't he playing against Borash?
That was talked about like a week or two ago, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And my final piece of news here is that we're going to be looking for announcements soon about Explosion being picked up in new markets. We're also talking to In Demand about making Explosion available in HD TV format for a new channel they are working on that is set to launch in the fall. And that's it. That's what Bob Ryder wrote before the show. So, Bob, I'm throwing it over to you for independent news. And then we'll touch on Explosion, and then we'll get into the show.
All right. So there's a few people keeping busy, which is always good. Amazing Red defeated Akuto Hadaka on May 9th for MLW. Chris Sabin defeated Chad Collier for War in Ohio on May 10th. Jerry Lynn lost to Paul London on May 9th for MLW. Mike Awesome defeated Masato Tanaka by disqualification on May 9th for MLW. Kid Kash defeated Laz on May 10th for USACW, which is the show that you had referenced earlier. Chris Harris defeated Chase Stevens on May 10th for USACW. Here's an interesting match, I thought. David Young teamed with Sonny Siaki to defeat Dusty Rhodes and New Jack on May 9th for TCW, which was Dusty's promotion. Christopher Daniels competed in the second ever Super Indie Tournament for IWC on May 10th. He defeated Raven in the first round, and then he lost to Matt Stryker with a Y in the semifinals. He also defeated Just Incredible on May 11th for PWF. And lastly, Loki lost to Homicide in a three-way dance that also included Akuto Hadaka for PWF on May 11th. So that is all there is for the TNA Indie News.
Nice. Keeping a little busier this week. That's good.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. So we'll touch on Explosion here, and then we're going to get right into the show. This was labeled as Explosion number 32 on Cage Match, and it took place on May 14th, 2003, the same day as Pay-Per-View 45 that we were about to watch, and it aired on TV on May 20th, 2003. And it had the following matches. We had Conan defeating Masada, which you may know from CZW.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap.
Isn't that interesting?
Scott D'Amore, give us Explosion.
Yeah, hashtag we want Explosion,
What
damn
are
it.
we doing?
Let's go. Just Incredible defeated JC North. Low Key, and then finally, Low Key defeated Dagan Briggs in the last match. Now, there's also one other dark match, which is why I just hesitated because it's listed before that Low Key match, but it's not listed on Explosion, and that is Eric Watts defeating Hot Stuff Hernandez.
Wow. Okay. There's some interesting matches on Explosion that I want to watch.
I think so too.
It's not so. Why is it so hard to get it? I don't understand.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
It's a bummer. All right, but what's not a bummer is that it is time, after almost an hour and a half here, to get into the May 14th, 2003 weekly pay-per-view. I think the runtime for this is about an hour and 52 minutes. So for the next 2 hours or so, sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy some TNA action here. If you want to watch along, head over to the Impact Plus app, or if you have it in your own personal collection, maybe you have it on a VHS tape that you burned back in 2003 and you have your VCR just chilling. Pop it in there. Make sure it's rewound, though. And enjoy the action. Or if you just want to listen, well, I guess that works too. So I'm going to count down from 5. When I say play, press the play button and follow along with us. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
TNA logo, super exciting. Slow spin last week. All right, so we're getting a recap. If anyone has the pay-per-views burned on VHS tapes, I'm going to be pretty impressed. But I guess that is something you kind of did back in 2003, right?
I never did.
I actually, it might have been SummerSlam. Maybe it was 2004. Maybe it was 2003. Or maybe it was 2002. I don't even know. Which was the one that Shawn Michaels faced Triple H in the No Holds Barred match?
2002.
Okay. That one I have on a VHS tape because my old babysitter back in the day ordered it, watched it, and recorded it, and then gave me the VHS tape to watch.
Really?
Yeah. So I do. Oh, I think assuming I still have it. I guess I don't know. But yeah, man, I do have a couple things like that where it's like they ordered it, recorded it, and I could watch it.
Huh. Yeah, I used to. I mean, I did that for WrestleManias and New Blood Rising, which is the only WCW pay-per-view I ever bought. But no, not for TNA. I think because I didn't do it for TNA ones because I got them at my mom's house at the time, and she didn't have a VCR, so I would just watch them. I remember one time, though, I bought a weekly pay-per-view from 2004, and I was so tired. It was like 8:10, so it was like 10 minutes into the show. I'm like falling asleep on the couch. My mom was like, just go to bed. And I was like, but I was like, you paid $10. And she's like, but you're not watching it anyway, so just fucking go to bed. And I was like, all right.
That's fine. For those who are curious of what the replay is showing, they just showed Gilberty beating down Jarrett, and now we're seeing the ending of the Anarchy in the Asylum match. As Raven goes down for the pin, and Raven has to tell him, get the fuck up.
Yeah, you gotta get up, brother, so I can hit you with the chair and DDT. Which, if that were to lead to a Raven Sabu match, that could be fun.
Maybe that's the tables match.
No,
I don't think it is.
I feel like that's a match that will get some build to it. Bloody Gilbert. Oh, wow, a limo.
Earlier today, there's a limo pulling up. Who is it? Is it our new commissioner? Is it JJ Dillon?
I'm going to say it is... shit, I don't know.
Oh, look at this little jabron who's going to open up the door. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's giving the driver a dollar. Oh, that was funny, chat. That was wicked good.
That's funny.
Let's
You
start
can
doing
earn
some
your money
sports
now.
entertainment.
Telling cameraman's going to earn his money.
Oh,
Who's that?
Is that
Eric?
Eric Watts? Oh, it looks like it was. As we're going into our intro video here, we are 3 minutes and 25 seconds in. So that's not too bad. I'll take that. That's a decent time to replay.
Yeah, sometimes we get 7 minutes.
Yeah. Now, Bob, we're going to show the crowd. I want you to guess. How many people are in the crowd tonight?
TNA causes men to left sex. Okay. I'm going to say we're at 1,000.
Well, I'm actually really sad to announce, but we only have 800 in the crowd tonight.
Wow.
It's our lowest number. It's our first time under 1,000 in a long time. I'm gonna see if I can find the last time.
Who's in the ring? Oh, okay. Sex is in the ring. Not
Okay,
Gilberty, but everybody else.
The last time we had under 800 was January 22nd. We had 750. Besides that, we've been 1,000 or more since then.
And January 22nd is Raven's debut, right?
Yeah, I believe it is. All rise for your leader, Gilberty.
Oh, that's new.
Sex sells.
Are they spelling Gilberty with 2 T's or 1 T?
Oh, I don't know if I even noticed.
Pretty sure it's 2 T's.
I feel like it's 2 T's too. Bullet Bob, it just said Bullet Bob sucks.
It's still in there. He's been fired. Wow, that's funny.
I guess he does.
Well, he quit. Yeah, well, did he get fired? He quit. He quit, right? I think he quit. All over the $50. Disco sucks chance. Disco sucks. He's got a suit on. His tie is crooked.
That's pretty good.
Sanders is still dressed like he has like FUBU gear.
With the hat and shit.
Yeah, I'm not liking the look.
Well, Gilberty says I got to get something off my chest before we start here.
Did he get a nose job?
No, I think that's his nose, dude.
It looks smaller.
Oh my god.
I think he got at some point. I think he got a nose job. I'm looking this up. I'm looking up pictures. I doubt there's going to be any kind of verification that he got a nose job. Let's see here. Disco.
You tell me Dave wouldn't have reported if Glen Gilberti got a nose job?
I don't know. Okay. All right. There's what the hell?
He said, when I become NWA World Heavyweight Champion, you're going to have to do it with me. After the crowd was just chanting. He said last week he was going to do 2 things. He was going to win Anarchy in the Asylum. And they said,
all right, maybe he didn't get a nose job.
It's the lighting, dude, in the TNA Asylum.
Well, I'll tell you now, in another picture here, which I think is later in his career, his nose got way bigger.
No, that's a good point. When he came back to Impact fairly recently, it definitely was looking bigger than it is here.
Yeah.
And that happens when you get old, though. Your nose doesn't stop growing.
That's
what
true.
they say.
Yeah.
What's it? Your nose, ears, and eyes or something, right?
Your eyes?
Isn't that a thing?
If my ears keep on growing, I'm going to be like Dumbo.
No, yeah, the ears definitely don't stop.
Oh, God. That sucks.
Oh. Sanders goes, is that the $3,500 suit? He goes,
hell no.
I don't wear that in Nashville.
They don't deserve it here in Nashville.
Well, he definitely, you can tell he tied the tie himself. Like, as Bob mentioned, it's still crooked.
Yeah, he fucked it up.
Or either that or it's a clip on it, it's twisted, but.
That's a good point. I don't know if Gilberty would even tie his tie. He probably does have a clip on.
I'll be honest. If I could just buy clip-ons that look good, I would probably do it too. But
Well, I don't know how to tie a tie.
really, I looked it up on YouTube years ago.
Yeah, I don't got time for that. Just clip it on and go. You should know this, Dallas. I don't have what they call patience.
That's a really great point. Yeah.
So if I can't accomplish something within like 5 minutes, I just give up. I just walk away.
So Gilberty just mentioned he was going to do something tonight, and I missed it, but the crowd is pissed. Taking out the enemy one by one because they're going to take over. Oh, he's got a list. Gilberty's list.
The list of Gilberty.
Oh, Raven is at the top of the list. Because they have unfinished business.
He helped him.
I said he helped him, but not for me. Because he's got heat with Sabu. He's out for himself. I'll tell you what, Raven. I don't know, your alliance is with the rejects in the bingo hall. Oh, he says, you better find me first before we find you.
Huh.
As their backs are facing where Raven would potentially come out, is that not fishy or what?
So what?
Well, you can either join us,
God.
or you can be wiped out trying to stop us. So it's not. You can either be with us or against us. But
It's like the this is like NWO stuff.
You got 10 seconds.
Are we counting down?
Oh, yep, okay, Siaki's counting with his hands. Oh.
Sounds like the Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Sandman's gonna join.
Oh, fuck yeah, New Jack.
Yeah, if I was Sonny Siaki, it's all the whole group. If I was Siaki, I would definitely take my earrings out because if I'm New Jack, I'm probably ripping your ears off.
Wait, what, did Sandman get a haircut?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
He looks really weird. New Jack's like, shut up. Oh, no, he didn't. It's the same hair. New Jack says, let's get something straight. And you stand there with your $20 Kmart suit on.
There's nothing wrong with a Kmart suit. Payless shoes. They had good shoes.
And the biggest nose I've seen in a long time.
All right, see, I'm not the only one. What I wonder if Gilberty being the #1 contender and looking like this is a cheap shot at Triple H. Because this is how Raw starts off every week with Triple H.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, look at that.
The drugs haven't kicked in tonight, Gilberty says. To fucking New Jack.
What? Gilberty's going to talk to Sandman? Why is he going to talk to Sandman? Oh, man, he just spit beer at him.
Today goes, that's that Kmart suit.
Huh. Why does this kendo stick look weird?
Oh, look. New Jack says you left the third choice out, and that's we could stomp your monkey ass into the ground. And then they get in the ring, and now we got a brawl with Extreme Revolution, whatever they want to call themselves, and Sports Entertainment Extreme here. Oh, Extreme Revolution.
This is so stupid. There's something about Just Incredible here that is just weird.
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
I don't think I buy into him as a babyface at all. And like his shirt is so baggy. Like what? He wasn't that thin. He had some muscle mass to him before.
Okay, so Don West, Mike Tenay here at the table. Don West is still wearing silk, but at least it's black this week.
It almost looks like leather.
Yeah, it's quite the shirt.
I will give him credit. They do dress every week as if this is like a big deal. A tuxedo and a fucking silk shirt. Jeez. We are 13 minutes and 46 seconds into the show, and we haven't had a match yet. And they basically just had Sex and Team or Extreme Revolution probably setting up a match, I would assume.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Well, judging by what they were saying, it could be Gilberty and Sandman, right?
So they're confirming Saban's got his first defense against Saban. He went through 3 people: Shark Boy, Jimmy Rave, and Jason Cross. And we know already from our notes there, tag team titles, Triple X defending against, is it still? Let's see. Yep. AJ and D'Lo, undefeated duo.
Yeah. AJ and D'Lo better not win the titles.
I will not be thrilled.
I will be pissed.
Well, because if they do, they'll face each other next week, and then the week after, then they will lose the titles back to Triple X.
Right.
Oh, we're sending it back to Goldilocks. She's with Chris Sabin.
Saban's the underdog against a Red?
Tonight is the biggest night of his career. Wait, here's Jerry Lynn.
Shaking his hand.
Lynn goes, well, maybe you did win the number one contendership against a bunch of nobodies. Oh, it's officially a 3-way dance.
Wow.
Saban says, I don't think that's a good idea. Lynn says, I'll tell you what's a good idea. I'm gonna start with kicking your ass, then I'm gonna kick Red's ass. I'm gonna leave as X Division champion.
Just called Chris Sabin a punk.
How dare him? Oh shit, we're going right into it.
This is a potential good way to start the show, action-wise. I'm not going to say it's going to be.
So this is Red's first defense. Sabin won the 4-way on April 30th. Can Red rely on experience edge against similar style? I don't know.
Experience edge?
Oh.
There you go, Chris Sabin. Looking pretty good shape.
Hell yeah. I love Chris Sabin.
Hell, Sabin.
Chris the Future Sabin.
2-year pro? Wow.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Here comes Jerry Lynn.
Meanwhile, Jerry Lynn's been a pro for about 12 years. 14 years.
Whoa, that camera just got so close to this girl's butt that we went into her butt cheeks.
Yeah.
From Brooklyn, New York. Amazing Red. That's right. Our X Division champion. Will he have it more than, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, but his first title defense.
If he loses on his first title defense, that ain't good for him.
Yeah, but it's Red. He's like the underdog guy.
No, Saban's the underdog. We were just told that.
Saban's not the underdog. There's no way.
If you're talking about, how long is Red been in the business at this point? Because 2 years for Saban is pretty short.
I think Red's been there for about 3. Probably.
Oh, so it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking at like the age, Red is definitely at least 12 here. So
Yeah.
Lynn just told Red to step aside and him and Saban will fight, but now Saban kicked him off, so now Red went into it with Saban here. Arm drags Jerry Lynn, comes back, gets an arm drag from Red. Lynn arm drags Red now.
What's going to happen here is we're going to get like a three-way standoff, and the fans will be like, "Oh yay!"
The drop kick. I'll try the drop kick. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Couple people chanted, dude. You can tell the crowd's way smaller today.
Yeah. You sure can.
What I do think is funny is that a lot of people who are at these shows often bring the same signs back. So we've seen this Trinity sign for like 2 months now.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens like when you have the shows in the same venue. You're going to have your regulars.
Yeah.
It's just like the towel guy.
Yeah, I just wish they would make new signs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what? If they did make new signs, we never would have known about TNA Chad.
That's a really great point. Len and Red were just working together almost as a tag team, but now they are facing off each other as Red hits a Hurricane Rana on Jerry Lynn. Runs him, drop kicks him in the corner.
Kick to the gut.
Oh.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know, but Lynn released German suplex. Red landed on his feet, catches the foot. Red lands again. Goes back, tilt-a-whirl, backbreaker. Saban breaks up the pin, though.
Go, Red, go. Go, Red, go. They're really hyping up those no-namers.
I know. Jerry Lynn was slapping Saban in the corner. Now Saban tried to Irish whip Jerry Lynn, but he reversed it. Comes back, counters the hip toss. And, flips over. Lots of reversals. Oh,
nice.
Nice backbreaker. It was he kind of brought his shoulders, neck down on his knee.
It was like a neck breaker, backbreaker combo.
Yeah. Oh, we almost botched that tilt-a-whirl DDT by Red, but he caught him. Lynn breaks up the pin though. Red's like, "Why did you just do that?" And here's Triple X's ringside all of a sudden.
Skipper is getting larger every freaking week.
Dude's jacked.
He is fucking shredded.
Imagine walking into Applebee's and seeing that. Okay.
If I saw that, I'm not sending my food back. I'll tell you that.
When you saw that tag team maneuver where Jerry Lynn is the opponent up on in the electric chair and Red springboard Hurricane Ranas or head scissors.
Lynn tries for a cover on both men, but can't quite get him. Now, this is not an elimination match. This is, I think, one pin and it's over.
As far as I'm aware, yes. Oh, Lynn calling for the cradle. Nope. Saban gets out.
Ducks a clothesline.
Oh,
that was nice.
Bridging German, but Saban kicked out. That was beautiful by Jerry Lynn. Triple X is
Triple X is going to do something here.
Low-key's like, really? I don't have to wear a mask anymore? The CDC said I don't have to? Pop-up powerbomb by Saban.
They didn't say that.
It's like the outside thing. I'm just making a joke because it's low-key.
Yeah, but even outside, it's like if you're around people, you have to wear one still. So it's like nothing's really changed.
Well, I wear one when I go out, so it doesn't matter.
That's what I do too. Cartwheel kick by Red on Saban.
Saban back to his feet. Counters. Oh
no.
A double reverse DDT. Saban was going on it with Red, and then Lynn caught Saban, and then they all just fell. And then you can hear Sting yelling from the rafters, "Woo!
It's showtime, folks."
Showtime!" And then he points, and then he's like, "Wait, I'm not in the X division."
One of my favorite X Division moments is when Kevin Nash is in the X Division. That's my favorite thing. Got double head scissors here on the mat.
Well, does it get any better than Kevin Nash in the X division?
No, it does not.
I remember when like Abyss was, and like they brought in like Brian Kendrick to like beat him for the title and stuff.
Yeah, I was watching like Kevin Nash in that era or whatever, and they had like the paparazzi production.
Oh yeah,
like tournament or whatever, and he keeps on referencing. He's like, everybody knows that Sanjay's on steroids, and Sanjay's like, what? I'm not on steroids, and he's like, no, you're not. You are. So he gets like disqualified from every competition. Red with a tornado DDT on Lynn, and Lynn goes to the floor. He seems out of it.
It was assisted as well. They kind of helped each other out there. Red looked like he was going to be calling for a suicide dive, but Saban caught him. Saban to the outside onto Jerry Lynn.
You know, the slingshot crossbody. Lynn might have hit his head on the rampway there.
Because why not? Well, they're starting to stand up. I think Red is probably going to do a dive here in a second, if I had to take a guess. As we punch each other.
Yep.
Oh, he almost landed it.
Oh, he almost landed on his feet, yeah.
That's X Division, mate. Amazing. Can we please see this again? Keith in the truck.
Crazy.
Bob, take a shot.
Yeah, when they first figured out how to do replays, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, if you guys want to play the drinking game, every time we mention there's a replay, especially back about probably 20 episodes at this point, it gets you get fucked up an hour into the show. Look at this.
Oh,
Saban
wow.
catches Red in the suplex. Red slips out, though. He was going for the future shock. Lynn with the leg drop.
The Lynn leg drop over the middle rope, followed by a slingshot splash from the apron.
Ooh, the ref had to stop the count.
Sure did.
So that Amazing Red could come in with the swanton to break it up.
Yeah, see, now when you're doing that, you probably got to jump as soon as he hits a 1 and he's going up for 2. That way it's timed properly. You can't jump on 2.
Yeah. Red on the second rope. Lynn staggering. He's on his feet. Kind of. Turning around. Raising Red. Catching him with that. I guess it's like a STL, right?
It's like a swinging flatliner almost.
Flatliner, yeah. Well, here we go. Saban.
It's kind of like a muscle buster. Yep.
The future shock.
Is that the future shock?
That's what TNA called it, so we're calling it. Oh, Lynn breaks it up, though.
What? I thought it was a muscle buster.
Well, I mean, that technically it kind of is.
Go, Red, go. Ooh,
yeah, I wonder who's making him chant that. Jeremy Borash.
No. That's legit.
Jerry Lynn. He's got it. Cradle pile.
Oh, he spikes him with it. 1, 2. Oh, Red breaks it up.
A lot of fans have woken up. They're on their feet, at least on Hardcam side.
Yep. That's a good sign.
Yep, there's Jeremy Borash. You can see him cheerleading over there. He stopped quick. He saw the red light. He was like, okay.
Gotta act super casual as walking around.
I got to do my dance moves and sprain my ankle.
But not sell it.
Slugfest between Lynn and Red. This is their okay. There he's doing it again. Damn it!
But then he stops. He's like a dog getting in trouble.
Like he gets caught, and they're like,
yeah. And he's like, what? It wasn't me. What are you talking about?
Oh, look, Red hit him in the gut. Oh!
Code Red.
He just springboarded in and hit the Code Red.
Yeah. Win kicks out it too.
Wow. Red with a kick to the head to Saban. Looks like he's going to be setting up for infrared, possibly. Let's see. He's climbing to the top. Oh, low key's up on the apron. And there's Skipper pushing Amazing Red off the rope. Crotched him on the top there.
Play of the day. Boom. Got it. What? Oh, he's putting Saban on him. Red's shoulders up, I think. No, not anymore.
Whoa!
Chris Sabin is your new X Division champion.
Dude, the crowd is stunned. Saban's like, what happened?
I think Sex is trying to recruit him.
It's definitely Sex trying to recruit him. Wait, Loki just took the belt.
I'm champion now.
What's this?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
shirt.
look.
Yeah. When you're sports entertainment extreme, you're sports entertainment extreme for life.
Wait, Saban's putting it on. No way.
Well, here's the thing. Would you not join when you got three guys there probably going to beat you up if you don't do it?
They gave the belt back to him. Damn it, Chris Sabin, you sold out.
Wow. You kind of cut a heelish promo on Jerry Lynn to begin with.
Wow.
All right, great. So Sex just gets more watered down, but they have 2 out of the 3 belts.
Wow.
I thought that was a good match.
Yeah, so did I. We're backstage with the Extreme Revolution. Oh, look, fathead. That's New Jack taking the microphone from Goldie, yelling at Sandman. Whoa! You know I get extreme. He said, I might have been born yesterday, but I was up all night. What the fuck?
I don't know what that means. Peace treaty? Whoa.
Dude.
Oh, so Sandman wants to have a peace treaty, and they're just like, no, we're not doing that. And if you come back with that, we'll kick your ass.
Just incredible. All he has to say is Perry's right. This one's for you, bitch.
Every time. Oh, and he spits it right on New Jack's head.
New Jack in street clothes is my new favorite. He's got little glasses on and like a big ass red shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, TNA has granted Glen Gilberti's request for a camera. We're backstage in the locker room. Saban has got the X Division title. Oh, Mike Sanders has Mike Awesome tonight?
Yeah.
He's the giant killer.
Yeah.
He's going to take him down DOA style.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn wants to know where Sabu is. Harris Brothers, why don't you go try to find Sabu? You want it in one piece? Okay, I don't know if I can do that, but okay, got it.
No desire.
Said somebody's here for Glenn. This is really important. You should take this.
Who is it? Vince Russo.
Oh, it's Kid Kash.
Damn it. Kid Kash and yeah, just Kid Kash.
First of all, he goes, I have no problem with sex. I love sex. Yeah.
I love it.
He's asking about the list. Glenn's like, you don't come into our locker room and tell us if who you're on the list. They said, they'll beat the shit out of you right now if you're on the list.
Time out. No.
He's got a peace offering.
Trinity.
Oh.
I fucking knew it.
They're offering up Trinity. He is. They go, what kind of skills does she have? Massage your back. He just said, a little something, something.
Oh my god.
What did Mike Sanders just say?
I don't know. I didn't hear him.
You better be in your P's and, your P's and Q's.
You better do whatever they want sexually, or I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Okay, we're out to the ring, and sex music is playing. A tables match.
Oh, it's Mike Sanders against Mike Awesome.
In a tables match, okay.
Oh boy.
Mike Sanders just got up to the ring faster than he ever has.
Yeah, he must be winning or something. He is super excited.
He's the giant killer, dude. He's pumped.
Yeah. Oh,
I forgot he's part of the new church.
I did too.
Well, because he doesn't really fit, I don't think. But...
No, he doesn't. Still looking not in the greatest of shape, but whatever.
Oh, they're going right at it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. So essentially, Mike Sanders eliminated him.
But he wasn't even in the match. I don't know how that's illegal.
I don't either, but yeah, that's okay. As Mike Awesome hits a jumping clothesline, he's like, "Table? You want a table?" Oh, it's already set up for him. So Mike Awesome's already calling for it.
I would love to see this.
No way.
Do it. No.
Slipped out. Mike Sanders popping up. Oh.
Can't. Oh. No. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. Mike Sanders almost fell through the table. Wait, here's another table.
Where is that at?
I don't know, but they're showing us tables around the arena as Sanders gets whipped into the guardrail by Mike Awesome.
Yeah, that was I think Sanders was trying to head scissors Awesome over the ropes or something, and he just lost grip with his legs, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Time check here. We're at 36:06, in case you're following with us. I don't know about you, but this has felt like a long 36 minutes.
I don't know. I actually was kind of surprised that we were this far along.
Maybe I'm just watching too much wrestling.
Well, to be fair, I mean, now we're on our second match, so I don't know. Once we got through that first match, I was like, I'm feeling good. Oh, there's the other table here. It's over near Raven's Nest area in the TNA Asylum. So if you're looking at the hard cam, we're at the back left.
Is it even still called that?
No, but that's what I'm referencing for the people not watching along.
Oh, well, he just hit the sex, isn't that the sex room?
Yeah, that's the sex room. Yes, that's the sex room.
Well, do they just have a curtain now? They don't even have a door?
No, it's been a curtain for a while, and the door's behind it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mike Awesome is grabbing a chair. James Mitchell is following very soon behind.
Typical brawling in the crowd.
Oh, Father Mitchell just kicking him. Oh, he hit him with the plastic chair on the back.
Have you ever been hit with a plastic chair?
I'm sure I have. They're softer than the metal ones, so.
I would hope so.
Oh, there's another table. Now this one's
way.
over near
What?
the balcony. Oh God.
Who are just setting up these tables? There's a scissors lift. Watch out. Oh no.
Mike Awesome was about to go up on the balcony. Oh wait, the new church. Brian Lee and Slash stopping the Harris brothers. I can see a 6-man tag happening next week before you even know it.
Oh, now they're going outside. They could maybe even do it tonight. Who knows? Oh, of course.
Oh, shit. Triple X out here now.
And they're mugging Brian Lee and Slash.
They're trying to get his lunch money, but little do they know he doesn't have pockets in those leather pants. They're just kicking him over and over again.
Jeez, no one's helping him.
No. I'm going to say it again. The Harris brothers are two of the worst wrestlers ever.
Yeah, they're just not fun to watch. And the fact that they've consistently had a job in wrestling at this point for probably, 14 years is incredible.
Mike Awesome threw Sanders in the ring, and now he's tossing a table into the ring. Uh-oh. Sanders has it, throws it into Mike Awesome's face. It's great. Fucking Mike Awesome's probably got another concussion. He's fucking blown up.
I'm hoping that Mike Awesome power bombs him with the legs sticking outward.
They actually just threw someone on the legs on the recent TNA Pay-Per-View Rebellion, and it was cringy. I mean, he didn't hit the pointy parts, but he laid over the legs.
Oh, who did that?
Sami Callihan did it to Trey.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say it happened to Sami Callihan. I was gonna.
No, he's the one who did it. That was it was a good last man standing match. So a lot of different stuff that you don't normally see. So it was fun.
All right. That's fun.
Okay, Mike Awesome just moved. Okay, so Sanders is crouched on the top rope. Mike Awesome then got down, adjusted a table outside of the ring, but there's a table in the ring as well. Mike Awesome's on the top. Look at this shit.
Oh, Gilberty, though.
No.
How? There's...
Mike Sanders won.
I don't understand how that could be allowed.
He outsmarted him.
How is that allowed? Mike Sanders didn't do anything.
No disqualification, dude.
I call shenanigans.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what it is.
This is bullshit.
Standing by with Goldilocks in the back.
That match was pretty much nothing.
Oh yeah. Harris is like, what? Goldie's like, what? I have a question. Why is he yelling at Goldilocks? You can ask me about my partner? Oh, he won't. James Storm won't return his calls.
Well, he screwed him over.
Oh, they're saying they're on a mission to split them up. Problem after problem every week. Last week they make us wrestle each other.
Yeah, face to face.
And we beat the hell out of each other, and then afterwards we shook hands.
And then later on that night, I got involved in a match I wasn't in, and I screwed him over. So, like, why is he mad at me?
He just mentioned that, too. Yeah. Storm about to throw the ace hole, Sonny Siaki.
That's funny.
Or was that the result?
What? Well, you did it.
Fingers are pointed at me. Oh, so tonight he's requested a match with David Young. Once and for all, he's setting the damn record straight. David Young, you want to jump in our business? Well, tonight, I'm going to show you what AMW business is all about. Okay. Well, not his strongest promo.
No, and I'm not really interested in the David Young match. By the way, that is not Lollipop, right?
I was just about to say, I didn't think it was either.
I can't tell.
Or wait, she's got the leg tattoo though, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't look like her.
We're in the sex locker room again.
Cool. Trinity's trying to like leave, and they're just like, no. I'm getting like Al Bundy vibes from Gilberty. Like he's a shoe salesman and he just got home from work and he's just like, I'm exhausted.
It does look like that, yeah. It looks like they're smartening up on their pre-tapes, by the way, because this is clearly after that match just happened.
Yeah.
Ace in the hole, in the bricks. Get out. He's kicking everyone out besides him and Trinity. Gilberty, that is.
Oh, great.
Oh, my God. Eric Watts is in here. He wants to talk to Gilberty because he's got a problem with him. Of course I'm serious. Let me take off my jacket. You see my fucking cut-off vest?
I'm Eric Watts. Do I ever make jokes? No.
He's sticking up for Jeff Jarrett. Eric, what are you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? He's sticking up for a defenseless human being.
I feel like Eric Watts is like trolling everybody.
So do I.
Yeah.
Glenn goes, I'm not buying what you're selling. Guess what? Big news. The same Eric that was in WCW. He's coming here. He's coming here as the director of authority. The same Eric from WCW. DDP's best friend. Could it be? Could Eric Bischoff be the new director of authority?
I'm trying to think of if there's any other Erics that were in WCW that they could troll, like trick us with.
That's what I'm wondering too. Oh. Glenn said, you have a place here in Sports Dynamic Extreme because I know you can't stand Kid Kash and I can't either. Just want you to consider it. No pressure.
I don't want Trinity and sex.
But did he just tell her to go make some egg whites?
Go get herself some egg whites. Who is that?
Alexis Lorraine, Julio De Niro.
That's not Sabu. Yeah, that wasn't
The
Sabu.
Gathering.
Dun, 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 Kid Kash.
The master of the Hurricane Rana.
Dun, 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 dun. He's not the master of the Hurricane Rana.
That's what Mike Tenay used to call him.
You don't need an authority figure, Tenay.
Well, it's Eric. It's got to be Bischoff, dude.
Who? DDP's best friend, Eric. WCW. I don't know.
I have no clue. Oh, so Kid Kash has a microphone. He's headed up to here with Trinity. Headed up to here with Luchadors. And headed up to here with all you idiots.
That's my
Boo. Boo. Hurricane Rana.
Moneymaker.
Jesus. The taco eating mug of yours. Jeez.
Is he calling them
Another-
all bitches?
An open challenge, but it's clearly Ron Killing's theme song playing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at her moves for this song.
Yeah, changing it up a little bit.
Run the Truth Killings with Conan.
So does that mean they're good guys now? Because Kash is a heel.
They were getting face reactions last week, so. Okay, so Kid Kash versus Ron Killings all of a sudden. We barely had a finished entrance.
Kash flipping off the crowd. Oh, this is a Bronco
nice.
Buster.
Yes, Truth flips up to the top rope. He's on the top, jumps off with a drop kick. Oh, Conan is on commentary.
Of course he is. Can't help himself. He's always got to be.
Well, he says he doesn't know who the luchador is. He doesn't even know if it is a luchador because it looks like a girl. If he can't keep his bitches in check.
Staggering around. I don't care about this match either, dude.
Well, it's just kind of like out of place, I feel like.
So we have this match. I have I have to sit through a Chris Harris David Young match I don't care about. Oh my god.
When that match comes on, dude, I might fall asleep. Like, I'm really nervous about that match. Hey, we're on the floor here. Ron Killings just kicked Kid Kash off the apron. Gives him a couple punches. Kid Kash apparently is bleeding.
What?
That's what they just said. Holy shit.
Kash just jumped off the ring steps and was slammed by Killings on the floor.
Dude, that was wicked hard.
Kash is bleeding?
That's what today I thought he just said. They split open. It doesn't look like he is, though.
I don't see it either.
Unless he was talking about last week, maybe? I don't know. He just said Kash split wide open. I thought he was talking about the kick that Killings gave him, but he's telling Mike Jackson, one of our cameramen, to move. Oh, boy. Smash Mouth time.
Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, I actually caught it. And... Oh,
there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Smash Mouth. Wait, there's a girl behind them at the announce table.
Yeah, I think that might be Lollipop or something. They, like, come down to the ring for some reason, and then they walk away. Oh, they're saying... Conan says that Ron Killings could be the next NWA champion.
Put him through the table, Kash. Because then Dallas has to buy me Chipotle every day for the rest of my life.
Oh.
Leaping clothesline. Off the top.
You wish. I could go for Chipotle now. I wish I didn't have dinner already, because I would have definitely tried to talk Kaylee into getting some.
You know what? Knowing my luck, they would break the announce table, and then, you know, you'd be like, oh my God, I have to buy Bob Chipotle every day. And then I would die that night.
Or they'd close.
Or they'd close, yeah. I haven't gone to Chick-fil-A. It recently opened here on on Route 31. I have not gone there yet. Probably don't even plan on it, to be honest with you.
I really like it. A lot of people are like, it's overrated, but I don't care. That shit's good as fuck.
I've never had it. I remember when Popeyes opened, that was a craze thing too.
Yeah. Popeyes made me sick, so.
Yeah. Well, it's also at the mall, so there's probably rats. So.
Yeah, well, there's other ones now, but that was the first one I had.
Where's their other one? Slingshot, suplex, like he's Tully Blanchard here. Kid Kash, 2 count.
There's one over, what's the road? I can't think of which road it's on.
I don't know.
It's down a bit, but there's another one. Kid Kash slapping Ron Killings.
I've been living here for what, over 25 years. I couldn't tell you street names. I just know where to go.
Well, that's kind of how it goes. Yeah. Look at that, an axe kick.
It's a fucking scissors kick.
Oh wait, what did Mike Tenay just call it?
Yeah, well, he's wrong. He's wrong.
You don't tell the professor he's wrong.
Scissors kick.
Yes, that's a good point. It's very rare we see Kash without Trinity. Oh, he stiffed him in the face.
Ain't right. Is this match over yet? Jesus.
Good Kash springboard. Hurricane Rano.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Why did he say it like that? Hurricane.
He's trying to add that Spanish flair to it.
Oh my God. Swinging neck breaker by Kash. Shoulders aren't down. 1, 2 count. It looked like Killings was going to try to powerbomb him off of that head scissor, but then Kash was like, no, dude, just take it. So
yeah. Oh, he pushed the ref, and then the ref pushed Kid Kash. You don't touch me. I'm the official. It was 2, damn it.
That should be a disqualification.
Referee's decision. It's up to his discretion, is what I should say.
Oh, yeah, great.
Oh, he's got a chin lock in.
The ever devastating chin lock.
Oh, no, there you go. He's ripping his face a little, though.
Is he bleeding from the mouth?
That's what I was wondering.
I think he might be. I think he is. Maybe that's what TNA was talking about.
Oh, look at this. Oh. Wheelbarrow slam.
Yep. Face first.
JB, sit down in your stupid tan suit.
Kick out. Yeah, he's even doing like two, like raising his hand up.
Well, no one could ever say that he didn't try hard, you know?
Well, you know, someone's got to be excited about this stuff, and at least Borash is.
Reversing the Irish whip. Ron Truth gets drop toe hold by Kid Kash.
Like into the corner.
Sort of. It was weird. Oh, my God.
Oh, for the love of God. Put him to the announcer's table.
Oh! Kid
Yeah,
Kash hit his coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Oh, my God. They're taking out Conan. Okay, so I'm saying... Oh, Killing got his foot on the rope and arm under the rope. This is solidifying Killings and Conan their big faces to me.
100%.
Killings up and over, cartwheel, split, kick to Kid Kash. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was gonna be friggin' shocked though.
Yeah. I feel like Killings would have to win this, right?
And I'm feeling like it now, especially, but.
Oh. They're still beating him up on the floor. What is this?
Oh.
Middle rope fallaway slam, a move that Hulk Hogan definitely would have taken.
Yeah, Hogan would have definitely taken that from the second rope, is just like Killings did to Kid Kash here.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, look at this. Truth is going to the top rope. He's about to jump onto the Harris brothers. Oh!
Jesus.
He almost just face planted on the concrete. But the Harris brothers are up already. That's ridiculous.
Where's the referee? He's looking right at him. How is this not disqualification?
He's trying to get him back in the ring.
What is this? Oh, here's a luchador. Well, it looks like Trinity went to go get her egg whites. 1, 2, 3. Killings with the win.
As if Killings needed a not clean win right now.
Yeah. It's got to be... So, like, shaping up this anniversary show, it's Trinity and Kash, right? That's got to be on there too, probably.
Assuming they're going to actually unmask the luchador as her and not, like, switch it.
Yeah.
Sandman, what are you trying to get out of this meeting with Glen Gilberti?
Trying to get a peace treaty.
Sonny Saki is outside. He's like, where's Glenn? I'm ace in the hole, Sonny Saki. I want Glenn.
That's funny. He's like, who are you? As if he doesn't know who Sonny Saki would be. Hey, beer, Budweiser.
Sandman's like, okay.
You got me.
Make Sandman feel at home. Here comes Desire.
What is she gonna do?
Oh, she cracked the beer for him, sits on his lap.
Oh. Of course, she's gonna fucking jerk the kendo stick.
I'm gonna show you a big stick. Oh!
David Young just hit Desire with a kendo stick.
Dude. Sandman spun her around at the perfect time. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So Sandman is fighting with Siaki now. They're spilling into the TNA Asylum now. They were outside, climbing up these stairs that was once considered Raven's Nest.
Yeah, because that's safe. See, now they're in the empty area.
Was that Burt Prentice right there trying to stop him?
Was it?
I think that might have been him. Is it?
Mm,
Oh no, I don't think.
yeah, I think it
It?
is.
The lighting's really hard to tell.
I think
Sandman's
it
fifth
is.
here.
Yeah. I thought it was a fan trying to get really close, but it's
Oh,
definitely it is Bray.
today just said it was.
Yeah.
Local promoter Burt Prentice.
Oh, going back down. So much for the peace treaty.
Oh well, yeah. Talk about wanting war. We're now at the other side where the people jump off the balcony a lot as we're heading toward the ring now.
Oh, Bill Rash is like, I gotta get out of the ring and hype up the crowd more. Now we're in the ring.
This isn't a scheduled match. Tanay reminds us. Oh,
Side
nice.
Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick.
Burt Prentice is like, come on.
Burt Prentice is gonna get hit with a kendo stick, right? Is that what this is gonna lead to?
That's what I was thinking. Oh, shit.
Son of a bitch.
Harris Brothers and Mike Sanders attacking Sandman. Now,
They've overexposed the Harris brothers on this episode, right?
100%. Now, I was going to say, though, doesn't this remind you sort of... Oh, wait, here comes the Extreme Revolution.
I thought they said they weren't going to help him.
Oh, they're out here. Here comes more referees and security. So next week, we're going to have a hardcore war or something.
Probably.
The bell's ringing as if this is a match.
Yeah. When have people ever listened to the bell sounding?
What I was going to say... Yeah, I forgot, actually, now. So never mind. I just lost it. Oh, doesn't this remind you of like early sex stuff though, where they literally were out like every 2 segments?
Yeah.
But way less good. Like this is way worse.
Yeah. Because at least with those early on, it was like usually Russo, and Russo would at least keep you interested. Oh boy, what is this?
Perry Saturn's on the announce table with the microphone. Enough of this crap. You gonna fight for Gilberty the rest of the night? Oh. Saturn says, me and Gilberty 1-on-1. I'll shut his mouth.
That's the big announcement? Jesus.
Sandman, your little treaty didn't work out, so we're going to try the match. Oh, who's this? Is it Glenn?
Yeah.
You got balls bigger than your brains.
Somebody just threw a piece of paper in Gilberty's head and hit him.
Oh, Gilberty has accepted the match. He said he's going to go change into his gear. Perry Saturn versus Glen Gilberti tonight. Another super exciting match for us.
I hope Gilberty has different gear.
We'll find out.
That's disco stuff. All right, we passed the 1 hour mark. We're at 1 hour, 1 minute and 36 seconds. Great.
That's right.
It's 1997 WCW all over again. Love it.
Okay, so now, Bob, I will agree with your how slow it's gone because the fact that we're only at an hour, and now I do feel like we've been watching the show forever.
Yeah. I can't wait till we get to the Impact era when it's like 43 minutes long, and it's like, yes, wonderful.
We'll be cruising.
Yeah. I think even when Impact goes to 2 hours, it's like not that bad.
Well, no, it's Impact. It's really good shit. Of course, it's never gonna.
That's subjective.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett tape. Oh wait, Jeff Jarrett on Raven. Everyone was saying it was going to be the most anticipated match. This is weird. So he says he's got strained knee ligaments.
A hip pointer. Oh.
Not sure when he'll be back at full capacity. You'd have to be an idiot to be walking back in the asylum. on the current state of the wrestling business. The day that WCW was acquired, that's when the numbers started going down. Look at him sitting there in the chair awkwardly with his leg propped up.
I didn't even realize he was sitting down.
I don't know if I did either.
Like right there, you don't think... I thought he was like leaning up against something.
So did I. Especially not with his leg up like that.
Oh.
You don't have to see a lot of filler stuff to go to the one payoff match, the big show. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Jeff, but that was a fucking lie.
Yeah.
We don't take second and third efforts at all. Sex versus NWA. Let's hear it. The way I look at it right now is those guys have very strong passion for sports entertainment, and I got a very strong passion for wrestling.
The music that they're using for this is making it sound like as if Jeff Jarrett's like a patriot.
Yeah.
Like going into war or something.
Well, this is also not what I was expecting when they talked to Jeff Jarrett at home. Like, this is essentially like the interrogator segments.
Yeah.
And like, I was hoping we'd just kind of get an update. Like, yeah, this is what's going on.
And they're spelling Gilberty with one T. I'm pretty sure it's two T's. Maybe they're spelling it with one T, that way they can own the name.
I don't know, dude. On Cage Match, it does have one T as well.
Well, then I've always spelled it with two T's. You know who would know?
Who?
Disco.
That's a good point.
Let's see. Glen. Yeah, Glen Gilberti. There's two T's.
What?
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it.
No, that's funny.
Fucking knew it.
There's going to be a lot riding on the line. Stunning Steve to Stone Cold. Okay, this is officially probably my least favorite Jeff Jarrett segment I've ever seen.
I don't know what this is really doing.
It's doing nothing.
Do I know what my favorite thing is that I saw today?
What's that?
So this morning I woke up for work and I was scrolling through Facebook, and the first thing I saw was somebody sharing their like horse giving birth or something. That was fun.
What the hell? Hey, wait, Kid Kash is
Oh, he's pissed.
whipping chairs around. Goldilocks says, "Can I get a word?" Aha!
Be careful.
Oh, this is a pre-tape. I'm really fucking mad.
Tracy.
Tracy. 7 days ago, I wanted to say this.
I loved it.
Yeah. Last week, he
Oh,
dropped me
shit.
on my head, and I liked it. She just pulled Kid Kash's hair, and he's like, "Oh." She said, "I like being treated like that."
What the Oh my god. I know my place.
You want a massage? Oh my god. She can't
Can
get the
she
lotion.
not open the lotion?
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh my god.
So she just put lotion on her hand and then down his pants. And now she's beating the shit out of him. He's like, "You
Oh,
bitch."
bitch. Oh, it's Ben Gay.
Oh.
Well, that will do it to you.
That is hilarious. Now, our good buddy Austin got icy cold on his balls before, and you'll have to ask him about the story because
Icy cold or icy hot?
Icy hot. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I remember seeing like a YouTube video of somebody doing that, and then like ran into the snow, balls first. Yeah, so like the guy like put it on his nuts, and he's like, "Oh, this is fine." And then like 5 minutes later, he's like, "Holy fuck, it's really fucking hot!" And he ran into like the snow.
That's really funny. Well, David Young's out here now, and David Young's head is looking rounder than ever. And here comes Chris Harris. Match of the night.
I just don't care. I think my problem is I don't care about David Young.
I sort of think that's what it is too. Like if this was like Sonny Siaki, I'd be a lot more interested.
Yeah, Sonny Siaki is probably like more forgivable, but it's like David Young, really?
I bet you Athena gets involved from ringside, and then they start that again.
Oh, great. Yeah, why not?
I can't believe we just witnessed essentially a hand job with Ben Gay on this pay-per-view. And then she slapped him in the face and started kicking him with her wedges on.
Well, it's important to note that they didn't show it.
They showed the pants opening and the hand going down, and then they lifted the camera up.
Yeah, right. But they didn't show it. They certainly implied. They
did not show a penis in a hand at all.
Right.
So if you're going to watch this episode just for that now, you do not see that.
Yeah, we don't mean to disappoint you.
No.
Here's the backdrop, and now an atomic drop in a clothesline. And another clothesline to send Young to the floor.
Down to the TNA Asylum floor. We're on the floor now. We're brawling. We're pissed.
I'm pissed watching this. Ah, shit. And then we also have Saturn and Gilberty. Oh, my lord.
Remember, we still got a tag team title match at some point during this show.
Yeah, well, you know what? That seems like it's pretty far away.
I know. And you know what's making it even longer is I'm thinking about the cake that we have downstairs, and I cannot wait to get a slice of cake.
I've been trying to find a good time to go get a drink because I'm parched.
Well, if you want to go get a drink now, I'm sure I can call the action as Harris and David Young are literally just brawling on the outside here.
I think I'm going to take your permission.
Okay, you go ahead.
Fun watching this. I'll be back in probably about 8 to 10 minutes.
No. Don't leave me alone that long.
I can't hear you. My headphones out.
No.
I'll see you in 8 to 10 minutes.
Oh, God. Okay, Bob's officially left me alone here. Well, Harris is getting up on the top rope. He's jumping in the ring with a crossbody, hits David Young, goes for the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Yeah, I called it before it even happened because we knew that wasn't the finish. Harris looks confused why he did not get a 3 count with the crossbody. Here's a replay. If you're following along with our drinking game, you can go ahead and take a shot. Back live. Harris going for the suplex. David Young blocks it, though. Hits him in the back. Oh, but he's countering it as well. Okay, we falling out of the suplex now. David Young with the Irish whip. Harris coming back. Catches him. Is he going to hit a... Oh, suplex? Oh, Harris picks him up. Stalling. Taking as long as Bob's taking to get a drink out of the fridge. Holding him up. Brings him down. Well, Sonny Siaki's out here, so at least there's something good happening.
Shit.
Harris and Siaki make eye contact. He's like, "What? Why are you out here?" Bob has 2 drinks.
I have water. I have a Coke Zero.
Water, he says. No, he poured straight vodka, and he's got his Coke, and he's going to drink the vodka with a sip of Coke.
Maybe I should. Probably make this show more enjoyable, I'll tell you that.
Jeez.
I can't wait for the Observer reaction when they're probably like, "This was amazing.
This is such a good show." Well, he took him down with a Fez press, but...
I'll tell you, there's a couple of shows in 2004 that I've watched that I am absolutely dreading doing a podcast about.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Sonny's
No,
actually picking
dude.
Chris
Like,
Harris.
you think this is fucking bad? Oh my god. Oh.
See, there's a couple I'm really looking forward to, though.
Yeah, there for me too. But there's a couple in like the first quarter of 2004 that I'm just, oh my god, dude, watching them and oh Jesus, and having to write about them. I was like, fuck, so bad.
Well, soon we'll be talking about him. About a year from now.
Maybe I'll have to get someone to fill in for me.
Good luck. No one wants to do this shit with me.
Not those shows.
Oh, David Young up on the apron. Is he going to go for the moonsaults?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He actually hit it.
No, he does do pretty good at those. It's about the only thing he can do. That and spine busters.
Well, the thing too is like his moonsault is more of a missile.
Yeah.
Because he's like round, so he can't elevate upwards. He just shoots backwards.
I mean, that's what he did, yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2. Oh my god, I can't believe Chris Harris kicked out. It's crazy. All right, come on, Tanae.
He can fly with the best of the X division.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
In case you didn't know that.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, he's got him in a headlock. Is he going to tap out?
Andrew Thomas got a haircut.
Did he?
Yeah, he's for sure did.
Well, good for him. I just did too, and I feel like a new man. Jesus.
I tend to not like your haircuts.
Oh, okay.
Largely because you cut the sides on like a 1, and then you keep the top, and then you float it over. So it's like, what are you trying to accomplish?
Well, first off, it's not a 1, it's no guard.
Oh, wow, okay. Excuse me, 0.
And then it fades. Bob, it fades up.
Giving me a haircut lesson like you're Brutus the Barber Beefcake over here. Meanwhile, my haircut consists of me just getting a fucking buzzer and going on 0 and just going to town on my own head.
Oh my god, this is the 3rd headlock in a row.
Dallas, maybe I should have got Tito's vodka instead of water. What was I thinking? Bad.
I should go get that piece of cake now.
Go get your cake. I'll call the action.
No, because then I can't eat and talk. It's not going to go well.
All right.
Gives me something to look forward to when we're done.
Yeah, well, by the time you this is over, you're probably going to be like, you know what? I just want to go to bed. Oh, ducks the clothesline. Clothesline of his own, Chris Harris. Wow, look at that.
Chris Harris is like, yeah, you like that, Sonny Siaki? You like that?
You want to know what's funny? DDT. That was a good DDT.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't get him. So what's funny about
Siaki said the lady in the front row pulled his foot. Yeah, he's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, the woman. So on that clothesline by Harris, like you could hear the crowd, but it wasn't on the hard cam side. I think it was the people behind the announcer. So that's probably where Jeremy Borash was like telling them, "Oh my god, dude, close." Phil Nelson slammed for a 2 count.
JB's looking around like, why aren't you motherfuckers cheering louder?
Well, JB, there's only 800 of them, so which would probably mean 250 of them are paid.
Oh, a pop-up cutter there.
Yeah.
By David Young. Today called it a stunner type move. Not quite, but whatever.
Not quite. Hey, who are you to question the professor?
I guess in a way it's a stunner-like move, but it's not quite a stunner.
It's not quite a stunner.
Because in a way, a stunner is like a variation of a cutter, but it's also like a jawbreaker.
I was going to say, it's more of a variation of a jawbreaker. I swear to God, if Andrew Thomas gets hit again...
Oh!
Spear.
Can the momentum shift back? Sonny Zaki's getting hot ringside. He's stripping down. His thong's going to hang out in a second. Oh, wait, he slips in the ring.
Oh, Lord. Great.
Oh. Siacalypse.
Siacalypse. That should do it.
Andrew Thomas is like, okay, you're both down. 1, 2.
Yeah. Chris Harris was standing when I turned around before and I came back. He's laid out. I wonder what could have happened. I don't know.
And Sonny Siaki didn't have a shirt on anymore.
Yeah. 1, 2. Of course.
So that was okay. So what I say is good. I was gonna say that's good because have you ever heard? I know like Conrad mentions it a lot. Once you know that like wrestlers look at the ref with their eyes when they're gonna kick out, you look at that. Well, Chris Harris was looking at David Young. He wasn't looking at the count.
Oh.
So I actually thought that was gonna be it because I looked at his eyes. Tennessee
I
count.
have how okay, that sounds I was gonna say how's that not DQ, but he's not involved in the match.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Siaki wedged a chair in the corner. By the way.
Right. I have noticed that before. I think Jarrett does that a lot. Like he looks at the referee.
I noticed it during in the Raven match.
Yeah.
Okay, so James Storm has gotten Siaki over toward the sex locker room again. It's great to see America's Most Wanted together. It's great.
I feel like James Storm is going to get
Oh, damn it.
You know.
There goes fucking the Harris brother. Well, one Harris brother, Don, I believe. Oh, they just shoved James Storm into the sex locker room. And Daniels. Do not enter.
Yeah, it says do not enter, but they still have a cameraman in that room, don't they?
Generally, they do.
Oh
shit. Harris just hit that chair in the corner.
Try to go for a spear, and he hit the chair instead. 1, 2.
Oh, he kicked out. Jesus. It's WrestleMania, baby.
How much? I was gonna say, how much is this guy gonna get hit with, and he's gonna kick out? Boy. What is he gonna go for? Moonsault again?
Middle rope moonsault, and he almost broke his neck, but he's good.
He did like a worm.
Oh, catatonic.
Oh, that's gotta be it, right? 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so David Young hits about 900 moves, can't get him, and then Chris Harris hit his finishing move, and he won.
Okay, I think that one picked up a little bit. But it still was like, why did this match happen?
Yeah, well, it didn't need to go nearly that long.
No, I agree with that. Well, 'cause now he's looking around for James Storm. And I guess I shouldn't say why did it happen, because he had to prove that he could beat someone from sex. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris Harris is realizing they're in the sex locker room. JB's
where is
that's
he?
where he is.
JB, I'm surprised they didn't go. We don't know. How am I supposed to know?
Oh, they just threw him out.
Is he dead?
Is he all? He's all bloody.
He's dead. No! Why? Why?
Don't stand there, assholes. We need help. He's covered in blood, and his one shirt's gone, and he's got a different shirt on. Oh, yeah, that's definitely Lollipop.
That's definitely Lollipop, yeah.
Okay, no, that was her then earlier too. Weird lighting.
She must have a different hair or something.
I think it is the hair.
Yeah, she's got she's wearing it different. Oh, great. Gilberty needs the camera again. Jesus.
So he's talking to the Gathering, Alexis Lurie and Julio De Niro. You think Raven gives a shit about you guys? You know where he is? They say no.
No. No, Raven doesn't have a cell phone.
Raven cares about Raven. Yeah,
I wonder what's on the wall there.
I'm wondering too. It said, oh, okay. You have a spot in Sports Entertainment Extreme if you want it. Watch his back tonight. Oh. They're going out with Gilberty.
How do these people just blindly follow this guy? Like, you gotta go, all right. I want to see the Bullet Bob sucks again.
Bob Armstrong, you suck.
You suck.
Well, here comes Glen Gilberti, and he's facing Perry Saturn.
They They should have like updated it and been like, "You're not worth $50, Bullet Bob. Fuck you."
You fuck your A's, Bullet Bob.
Yeah.
Representing the extreme revolution.
Perry Saturn. What are you looking at? He says it all cry. I love that when he's crying. What are you looking at? It's like, not you, Perry. Jesus. You're totally normal.
Okay,
if you were to see that guy in a alley, I'm running away.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going right at it. These two are pissed, dude. There's no peace treaty. Sex and the Extreme Revolution. It's the biggest storyline since Raven and Jarrett.
Okay. All right. I think TNA should be on commentary being like, these guys have had issues ever since Perry Saturn beat Disco Inferno for the television championship on November 28th, 1997 on Nitro, and he's never forgotten it. And here's the blow-off for that feud.
JB very clearly holding the microphone at fans who are chanting TNA.
No. Clothesline. If I was in Nashville, I would have gone to these shows, gotten front row seats on the hard cam side, and just brought like Nitro signs. Be like, where's the Wolf Pack? High voltage.
Glenn, by the way, is wearing the same style of pants, but they're plain black, and he's wearing his sex shirt. So it's a little bit different of a look.
Yeah, but the pants are still like, it's disco.
I feel like that's not something he'd be willing to change.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you could do. I couldn't see him in trunks. That'd be weird.
Well, that's what I mean.
But he could have like, more traditional tights. I don't know. Oh boy.
Perry whipping Gilberty and back elbow. Wait, we have something on the headset. We're getting word. James Storm injury update. Chris Harris has just taken James Storm away from the TNA Asylum for medical attention. They're out of the building. Don goes, obviously he's taking him to a hospital or something.
I would hope so.
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Perry put Glenn up on the rope, like crouched on the rope, and then he jumped off he springboarded like off the rope to like, they just fell. I don't really know what happened. Oh my God.
Wow, Alexis Lurie keeps on getting murdered. De Niro did like a kick to save her. Of course, he was late on the save. That's okay. Clothesline by Gilberty. Go get him, Gilberty.
Tosses Perry Saturn back into the ring here.
Drop kick to the knee.
The mind control. Glenn's just drop kicking the knees now. Oh, what's this? I thought he was going to do a figure four.
That's right. It looks like he's setting up for one.
Oh, I'm sure he is, the way he's working his knee.
Yeah.
He scissor stomps down.
I didn't know that was called a scissor stomp.
Me either, but...
Yeah, this is so much fun, Dallas. See, these are the type of shows where it's like, I am so happy I'm fucking doing this podcast.
Well, he's working the knee here. That's all he's doing.
What's your favorite Perry Saturn match?
This one.
I knew it.
No, I like the one that he had with Mike Barton.
Yeah, okay. Mike Barton. Side Russian leg sweep. My favorite one is Saturn against Sergeant Slaughter on a Sunday Night Heat in 2002.
What the hell? That is definitely a heat match because it's like, why is that? Why did that happen?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I've really seen enough Perry Saturn to like have a real opinion on like a favorite Perry Saturn match.
I think he's really underrated. This is not a good showcase of his underrated abilities here, but German suplex on one leg. Another one. Was he Benoit right now?
They're buddies, right? So
Yeah, they were. Yeah, radicals. Oh, set out vertical suplex. 2 count.
we've just hit the hour 29-minute mark in 3 seconds.
God.
Gilberty putting up an elbow as Saturn ran to in the corner. Ref bump.
Can't go a show without a ref bump.
Oh, Saturn going for the Death Valley driver, but Julio De Niro's in the ring now. Out of ratings group.
Is the referee going to be waiting for the pop to get up?
Hopefully not, because you know it's not coming. Here comes Alexis Lurie. He just tossed her out of the way. Oh,
Overhead suplex on De Niro there by Saturn. Grabbing her by the ear. That's nice. Oh my God.
Just for no reason. He just brought her in back to do that.
That was a cutter.
What the?
Okay. You know, that seemed like a mess up.
Yeah, that shouldn't. I thought that was going to be the 3. But Gilberty's frustrated now. Oh, he's looking like he was going for it again, but Saturn with the backslide. Nope. Oh. That's a stunner.
That's the last dance.
That's the last dance. Okay. Hey, there we go.
In the middle of the ring. And I guess you would technically say that was a clean finish.
I'd say that was clean, which he needs if he's going to be if he's the number 1 contender here.
Yeah, but the match sucked, so we have that going for ourselves. Should did it again. Look at this Gilberty. You know, I may have lost to Jim Duggan in Moondog spot, but I've won 2 matches, so I'm definitely a contender.
Okay, backstage with D'Lo and AJ Styles, Goldilocks is. Talking about Glen Gilberti, mission accomplished with Sports Entertainment Extreme. D'Lo's like, apparently there's some kind of list. But are they down with the Brown? He's claiming the last 2 names are him and Styles.
Has he looked at the list?
No one knows what the list is.
Oh.
Make no mistake about it. TNA is my home. The Asylum is his home. He's trying to get that babyface pop.
JB's like, come on, guys.
Come on, scream for him. AJ, this is your home too. Styles is like, damn it.
It's his home first.
I didn't turn down no WWE contract for nothing. He's building his career here.
OVW. I don't blame him.
No one wants to be a part of that crap. He's not going back to cut grass.
Cutting grass.
I was about to make a cut. I was about to make a joke about that, but I'm glad he did because that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Don, it's pretty obvious. This battle.
Is that all we got left as the main event?
I think so. And I hope there's not one more segment. Oh, we're several things to talk about here. What's the situation involving Sabu, and where's Raven?
Where the hell's Sabu been? Weren't the Harris brothers supposed to get Sabu?
Wait, he just said we hope to have answers later tonight. Oh. This entire month of May. Exclusively on DirecTV. You can catch up, baby.
I'm glad that they're promoting the pay-per-view that's available for the entire month of May, halfway through the month. So,
Channel 102 on DirecTV, Friday and Sunday, all day. $4.95. The entire history. You can see everything. Boobs, boobies. What is it? Blood, booby, violence, blood, and boobies.
that's right.
Jeff Jarrett's going to be back next week. He just said earlier he didn't know when he was coming back.
It's probably not smart for me to be in the asylum, but I'll be there in 7 days. Okay, Jeff.
Oh, God. Okay, D'Lo and AJ versus Triple X tag team title match. Okay, officially, I'm going to say it right now. If D'Lo and AJ win the titles,
yeah,
then Bob's doing the show alone next week. And
then I'm going to tell you right now, if they win the tag titles, then I guess there's no more podcast because I ain't going to do this shit by myself for 2 hours. What is this? Oh, okay.
Tag Team Championship. AJ and D'Lo, undefeated challengers. Triple X in a familiar role. NWA versus X. The undefeated team of them is interesting. Mind you, they've tagged like 3 times, maybe.
Hey, you know what? It only takes one.
X. Low-key, Skipper Daniels, Sex, Sells. Except they got their new song. Well, they've had it for a few weeks at this point, but...
Bullet Pop suck.
So we don't know which two are facing D'Lo and AJ.
I'm going to say, I think that TNA is right. I think it's going to be Skipper and Key now.
Well, I hope it is low-key because... Oh, he got a sign from a fan. That's what Skipper was doing.
What does it say?
I don't know yet.
He probably should have held it up for us.
Look, he wanted Skipper to hold the belt up, and he got down already.
Look at that. Da-na-na. I am.
I was actually... I was listening to wrestling theme songs on my walk today.
You were?
I only listened to like one, but...
Did you walk? So your walk was what, 3.5 minutes long?
Well, I listened to other stuff, and then I was like, well, did I only listen to one? I might have.
Did you go for a walk by yourself?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Well, I work at home currently, and so during my lunch breaks, I go on a walk.
Yeah, to where?
Just around the neighborhood.
So you're that creepy guy that's just walking around the neighborhood listening to wrestling themes in his ear?
I was feeling like I needed to get pumped up, so I was like, yeah, I need to listen to a wrestling.
Now, Dallas, you know what? You need to do that tomorrow, right? But then you need to act out the theme song that you're listening to. So let's say it's AJ Styles. You got to have a hoodie on.
And then...
and like, take it out like, yeah!
I am.
And if it's like Raven's theme song, you need to just like climb up a mailbox and then just like do the pose.
Just sit there. Yeah.
Put your arms out. That'd be pretty funny. Are you down with the Brown? I don't like that the challengers got the second entrance. That doesn't seem fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for violence, blood, and boobies.
Oh my god. If he actually said that, I would fucking die.
No. Key has definitely got to be in this match. He hasn't been on pay-per-view wrestling in months.
Yeah, no kidding. I think it's going to be Skipper and Key.
I think that'd be smart. 263. D'Lo Brown. Oh.
Okay, what was that? Have a tick?
Yeah, he's definitely got a nervous tick. 214. AJ Styles, the phenomenal. I'm not going back to cutting grass.
Well, I am at least looking forward to this.
Yeah, at least we started like strong and first match wise, and now we're hopefully ending strong.
Yeah, this could be a potential show where it's like the first match was good, and so was the main event, but then the other hour and 20 minutes sucked.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
Yeah.
From Atlanta, Georgia, 248. Prime time, baby.
Say my name.
From Brooklyn, New York. Did he say he was? Did he say 172?
I don't know if he's
And
172 pounds.
And from the City of Angels.
Christopher Daniels. Who's going to be in the match?
It's part of the thing.
Loki's like all of us.
No way.
Skipper and Daniels.
What?
Why is Loki not ever wrestling? I don't understand.
Double back body drops by D'Lo and Styles, though. Clotheslines, Daniels over the top. I don't know.
Doesn't it feels like a waste of money when you're just like, hey, Loki, come on and just be the manager.
Well, Loki did wrestle on Explosion, but I didn't think that was going to stop.
Did.
But I didn't think that was going to stop him from wrestling here necessarily. They've done that before.
I forgot he wrestled on Explosion.
That was off the rope.
Swinging neck breaker on Skipper.
Oh, was it a neck breaker? I thought it was an uppercut.
That was his neck breaker. He does a weird neck breaker.
No, I didn't like that then. Because it literally looked like he did an uppercut and Skipper just sold it by spinning.
Yeah.
Oh, D'Lo's back in. Or I guess he just got tagged in. They were both in a minute ago. Oh, yeah. Daniel's in.
D'Lo and Styles do have matching gear, but the matching gear is basically just D'Lo having purple knee pads.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's pretty much all it is. Heel kick by Brown on Daniels. He's going to go for his little head bob and leg drop. Ready? Here we... Oh, he didn't do the head bob.
He did the arm wiggle instead.
Yeah, so that's why he's going to get a 2 count. Because if he did the head bob, he would have got the win.
Well, yeah, Bob, while you were gone earlier during the Chris Harris and David Young match, she did a crossbody and go for a cover, and I called that he was going to kick out. I said, like, oh, he kicked out before he kicked out, because we all knew he was not going to fucking win with a crossbody.
Yeah. That's why, I mean, sometimes I feel like they do too many near falls or cover attempts, because, like, he's not going to win off of a freaking uppercut.
Oh. Styles just did a moonsault off of Christopher Daniels' chest and then clotheslined him.
Yeah, I mean, that would be impressive if I didn't see Amazing Red do that an hour ago.
No, I still think it's impressive.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
you're an AJ Styles fanboy, so.
Am I?
Yeah.
Daniels just hit Styles in the face. He's out of the ring, and Skipper drives him into the guardrail. D'Lo's like, come on, what the hell? Really? You're letting this happen?
It's funny to look at AJ Styles now compared to 2021. Because I would never think he would transform into the guy that he is now.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Soccer mom hair, facial hair.
A weird rib tattoo and a hairy chest.
Yeah. This is kind of weird.
Well, I remember when he was started to grow his hair out, when he was doing like the no one gimmick, like his last run in TNA, and I was like, this is really weird. Like, why is he doing? Like, it was really long, and it was just like so weird. And now it's legitimately soccer mom hair.
He was Crow Sting, dude.
Oh,
yeah,
Skipper! Skipper
nice.
Walks the ropes with a Hurricane Rana.
I'm waiting for him to slip and then break his neck on the floor.
Well, just think, what happens in a few years is one of the biggest moments in TNA history.
Yeah, absolutely. Slingshot corkscrew splash from the apron by Skipper on Styles for a 2 count.
No way.
I can't believe it.
If you're following along, we're at 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Here comes Daniels. Climbing to the top rope. Skipper's got Styles over his shoulder. We're going to do a elbow smash and then a slam.
Cover. But it's a 2 count. Oh, D'Lo got in. I'll give him that.
See, now I think it would have been over there if D'Lo didn't get involved.
I'll give him that.
Tossing Styles
out. And of course, Loki is over on the floor there, which is why they're tossing him there. Ramming Styles into the guardrail once again.
Now, I think Loki was trying to help him and he slipped.
He could have, yeah.
See, because now he's in the ring. I think that's what he was trying to do originally, but he slipped.
Yeah.
On some water.
Look at Loki make fun of the head bob.
Yeah, good. Look at that. Low-key showing some personality.
Well, this
What the
submission.
hell is that? It's like a modified abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch hammerlock.
Do you think AJ's going to give up? Probably not, right?
I was thinking that he would for a minute, but then he broke out. Irish whip ducks the clothesline by Daniels. Pop up powerbomb by Styles onto Daniels.
Nice. Do you think AJ's going to have any more kids to add to the tattoos that are on his stomach?
No, what's he have? 3?
Didn't he have another one? Doesn't he have 4 now?
Oh shit. Well then, no, he's definitely not.
I like how his action figures have tattoos there.
Well, it's got to, dude. It's got to be accurate.
Yeah, but I think it's funny. Because then the kids can be like, I have my own action figure. And they'll be like, what are you talking about?
You know,
and that's me. It's my birthday.
D'Lo's own version, I think he was going to say of the catatonic, but
I don't. Is that really? I guess it is kind of the catatonic.
it's he sits down instead of like falls flat with him.
Right.
Oh.
A vertical suplex turned into a stunner, which is more impressive than Gilberti's last dance, so I'm surprised he just did that. Daniels gets a breaks up the cover. The referee has lost control of this match, I think.
Oh, absolutely. If you think he knows who's legal, you're wrong.
I don't know if I know who's legal. Is it still Daniels and Brown?
Oh,
or
Koji Clutch.
Koji Clutch. Can you get it? Low key sending Styles into the guard railing. He's got the Koji Clutch in the middle of the ring. I don't know where D'Lo's plans on going. Just tap out, D'Lo.
It's just better if you do it.
Just tap.
Loki's like, tap out. What the hell? Styles broke it up.
Look at that. 10A telling us that Daniels learned that move in Japan and he brought it here.
All the knowledge. Oh, is he going to go for what? Angel's wings?
D'Lo's like, no. Backdrop. Styles, springboard, drop kick. I mean, this hasn't been hasn't been bad.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
Oh, Pele.
That was a good Pele too.
The Pele kick's one where it's very hit or miss too. It's just like it's just like his moonsault thing.
Like the moonsault reverse DDT thing.
Yeah. Assisted
backdrop Styles to the floor onto Daniels and Loki. Loki's laid out like he's dead.
D'Lo's like, should I do it? Are you down?
Well, where's Skipper? Because I'm sure Skipper's gonna do something.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh. Is D'Lo gonna do something?
Yeah. He's climbing on the top rope.
What's he gonna do? Are they gonna go nuts? I knew it.
Only on the Skipper though. I thought it was gonna be the big group thing.
Yeah, but you know, you have AJ Styles doing a somersault dive, and then they go crazy for a crossbody by D'Lo to the floor.
Well, to be fair, I didn't expect to see D'Lo jump from the top rope to the floor. So there you go, moonsault DDT. Oh wow!
Oh,
he caught him, but look at that.
You know, it figures one of the times he does it cleanly. Fucking Daniels counters it.
But then he countered the counter into the DDT.
Yeah, that was good.
Styles calling for the Styles Clash. Wait, Gilberty.
Of course. Where are the Harris brothers? They're probably got to come out here too, don't they?
Oh.
Do it again. Oh, no. You got to do it again, Glenn. That was a bad finish.
Yeah, that was.
I think Styles mistimed going down for it.
Yes, I think that's what it was. So Glenn hit the last dance, and it was not good at all. And then that allowed Daniels to get the pin. And now here comes all of Sports Entertainment Extreme.
I think D'Lo's about to join.
Oh, no, Bob. I think you might be right, though. Oh, well, they're beating him up, so.
Yeah. I guess not. Where's Sabu? They never got Sabu.
Harris Brothers, Sanders, and Sonny Siaki are going somewhere. Gilberty has like a cigar in his mouth, which I think is kind of funny.
Where's he going?
Oh. Who's that? They're just attacking random people? Oh, that's Bill Behrens.
That's not Bill.
That's what they just said. There's Red.
Bill.
They're just attacking random.
Like, the beat up producers.
Dave Weber.
Is that Mortimer Plumtree?
Is that who that just was?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
That's definitely Mortimer Plumtree. Well, I'm glad Mortimer Plumtree has a job still.
Yeah, I'm glad. After he, moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
One of the Harrisburgs just threw, Jerry Lynn into Mike Sanders. And
Someone's got to be coming out, right? That's right. There he is again doing the Tom.
Well, Triple X was beaten up. Oh. D'Lo and AJ. I didn't finish my sentence. Here's the new church, or the disciples, and Mike Awesome. And they're starting to get beat down as well. Oh, God. Oh. Fucking reckless Harris Brothers whipping chairs around.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just plastic.
Mike Awesome is not going down. He's like, no fucking way.
I kind of like that they beat up producers and stuff. Where did Plumtree go? Did he escape?
Gilberty's got his foot up. He's got a cigar.
Enjoying it, laughing. I am the king of the world.
And he's the number one contender. Oh, he's got the paper.
Oh, my God. It wasn't even lit.
No, but he had the paper in his mouth when he just took it out. Now we're getting our little explosion thing here.
All right, so that wraps it up. All right, I'm going to go thumbs down immediately here. So the opening match and the main event were good, but that main event fucking sucked. The finish to it.
The finish. Listen, I wanted those two matches to save this so bad for me.
No way.
But I got to go thumbs down too. That was an ass of a show. The idea of we're taking over the whole show, it does not work.
No, and I think when you literally see the Harris Brothers on your show 12 times.
You can't do that.
You can't. You just can't do it.
It's too much.
So, yeah, that was a brutal overall show to have to sit through. So thanks, Dallas. I appreciate you for making me
listen.
Do that.
800 people down from 1,100 last week were in the building. There's no way we don't go down again.
Yeah, I think you have to.
I mean, nothing happened of anything good.
Nothing happened. We also don't even know what's happening next week again.
No, and to me, if you don't know even one thing on next week, what makes me want to think about watching?
Right. What is the draw? I'm just gonna hope for the best. I don't think so. I'm glad that's over.
Yeah, I guess that was a kind of a bummer. I was really hoping that at some point it was going to pick up, and it just never did.
Well, I called it first. I was 26 minutes in. I was this is a long, or 36 minutes in. I was this is long. And you're it's going okay.
Well, I did feel okay. The X Division match, it was oh yeah, X Division. And then everything after that match to the tag match was not good.
But it was funny because like literally 20 minutes later, when it's like we got to the hour mark, you're like,
No,
oh, now it feels like I've been watching this for 5 hours.
No, I felt it then. I don't know, man. If this is the build up for Glenn and Jarrett, it's not off to a good start. So when Jarrett returns next week, I guess I'm interested to see what's going to happen. But besides that, they don't really got my attention of caring about this storyline because sex is taking over, which, by the way, they did like, what, 5 months ago? I mean, been there, done that. It didn't work, obviously. So.
Yeah, I mean, another week without Raven. The Harris brothers were supposed to go get Sabu, and then like they never did. So I don't know what the hell the point of that was.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just glad it's over.
Yeah, I think I don't really know what else I can say about it, to be honest with you. But, if you're enjoying us talking about these shows, especially these really awesome ones like the one we just watched, make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We're at Cross the Line TNA. And you can follow us on Facebook at TNA Cross the Line Pod. And leave us a review if you've been enjoying it on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and wherever you listen to it.
Yeah, I also realized that we're available like on Amazon Audible or whatever.
Yeah, man, we are available. I couldn't even name it. I'd have to look it up to tell you all the places right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're on Amazon's podcasting service, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We have a YouTube channel. Just search TNA Cross the Line Podcast. We post them on there as well. We're all over the place.
Yeah. So what's your excuse for not sharing us around and having people tune in to our misery and sometimes enjoyment?
Yeah. Well, and that being said, Bob, too, recently we had another spike in downloads, which was really great. So if you're new here, I hope you're sticking around and you're enjoying the show.
Well, I would also hope that this show is not your second show or first show because you probably don't want to come back.
Stick with us.
Stick with us. Go back and listen to the earlier shows where they were probably more enjoyable than this one. This was just not pleasant, and I can't wait for Dave Meltzer to be like 32 people said it was a thumbs down show, and that ended up being 98% of the vote.
You think there'll be that many?
Well, maybe you're right. I mean, there'll probably be like 7 people came in and told us, and that was 98.6%. One person thought it was thumbs in the middle, and 2 people thought it was a good show. So
yeah,
bad stuff. All right. Well, I don't have anything else for this week. I think it's just better to just put a bow on this one and move on.
Mm-hmm.
Until next week. For Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line Podcast.